but that's neither here nor there.
Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Carter Goblin, and this is the 7th episode of our Agents of Edgeworks, A Guard's Tale. Well, everyone's still doing things in the background, so I had to go to me instead. So we'll go to everybody and say hello. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
What's up? What's up?
So I kind of crossed at a really bad time where people were just speaking like, oh crap, I did. So, hi, this is our 7th episode. We're getting through it. We're surviving at level 2, and that really shouldn't have been a level 1 encounter last week.
It was
we're
fun.
somehow
It was easy.
all still alive.
I barely got touched.
With
Barely
great
got
tactics, kicking through
I
that
know,
door.
right? Genius. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I made
Way
it
to
look
make an
easy is
entrance.
what I did.
Yeah, kicking through a sliding paper door. Goes-
Masterpiece.
Just
It was, yeah. That was
tactics.
the great. I saw you do. I was like, oh, perfect.
Tactics.
I'm going to hope to build on that today.
Oh boy, this is going to go downhill pretty quickly then. Cool. So just as a couple of things, we do have our background audio, which is from Syrinscape. So I'm just turning it back up now. So Syrinscape is amazing for online, offline role-playing needs. Check them out. They're not a sponsor, but love them so much. They do full campaigns for Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, and others, which I can't remember offhand. Or Cyberpunk they've got stuff in for as well. There's so much stuff. They pretty much cover everything you need, and they also even cover your board gaming. So go check them out at sciencetech.com. So the other thing you can do is you can help the channel by donating to our players. Every dollar or per 100 bits that you donate, thank you, helps out our players. If you do a hashtag of who the player is, that person, or the character of course, that person gets a hero point, which can be used to save their life. I'm not kidding. If they are dying, they can sacrifice all their hero points, and that keeps them alive. Or they can use them for rerolls, etc. My job is to try to force them to use those rerolls, so the more that they have, the more dangerous the situation goes. And of course, the more entertaining it is for you. If you subscribe to the channel, everybody gets one. And if you gift a sub, because it's so nice, everybody gets 2. But there is a max of 5, of which, Chibi, you've got 4.
Okay.
At least on my sheet.
I'm happy to follow your sheet.
Oh, so is yours saying 3?
I had 3.
Okay, I'll change it to 3. I often miss it because it's in action. I'm using this and it's like, oh, okay, and I miss it. So I'll take your sheet more.
Honest play.
Thank you for
I'm
being
happy
honest.
to trust you.
I mean, if I was nice, I'd say, for you honestly, I'll give you one, and then I'm right.
See, I thought I had 5 hero points. So you might
Yeah,
want to
no.
give me a couple more.
Now that's for dishonest. I'm going to take
I'm
some
being
more.
very honest. My character
see the
sheet says
honesty.
5. There.
Actually, for some reason, I've got... no, wrong one. There we go. There we go. So it looks like we've got Shireen with 3, Deirdre with 2, Taylor with 3, and Esric with 3. At least that's what I've got.
Yeah, I have 2.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Again, I don't always keep up in the chat, in the game itself, but thank you for being honest. So let's actually introduce and say who you are, who you're playing, what you do, and etc. We'll start with Game Reaper. So,
Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check us out. And I am playing Azarac, the Kobold Investigator, who will prove that he is the smartest.
if he's not, he'll still prove that he's the smartest.
Yes.
Okay. Chibi?
I'm Chibi from Bespoke Character Creations. I am playing Hela, who's had her tongue cut in the last session, so she's not going to be able to say things properly. So sorry about that. And I'm a Learn Guard prodigy, and I try to do everything by the book.
Thank you for that. That was awesome.
Really good.
So if you didn't quite get that, Taylor's tongue got cut last week by a critical hit, because we are using the critical hit and critical fumble decks. So there's a little bit of an issue with casting being the only caster of the party. It wouldn't affect it would not have affected anyone else.
This is true.
So,
It would probably
Most-
help my character.
and we'll see how long that lasts, and how long you can keep up that way of speaking.
Good luck with that. That's the
Challenge
hardest
accepted.
challenge.
I'm really tempted of having it permanent, but I'm not that evil.
Oh.
Deidre, sorry,
Hello,
Kat.
children. No, I'm just kidding. My name's Kat. Kind of coming in hot with the evil witch. My name is Kat. I am the co-founder, co-chair, and co-author of Say Caitlin, the YouTube channel and Twitch channel that streams a bunch of weird stuff. I'm your grandmother today. I'm Deidre Storm Chaser. So nice to meet everyone again. I'm back on the force. I thought I would be retiring soon, but Don Timothy got his knee stolen, so we're doing our best to earn him a knee surgery, a knee replacement. You know how it is. But I'm here with these lovely, lovely youngins, and we're trying to negotiate down some of these dragon folks.
Dragon folks.
Well, they're more lizardly, I guess. You know, I was trying to be nice. No one wants to be called a lizard. Dragons, most like it's just nicer.
Okay. Kobolds, but yes.
Yeah, kobolds.
And Polly.
Hey, I'm Polly. I am playing Dr. Shireen Alban. who is
Indeed.
yeah, not exactly a medical doctor officially, but close enough. Also, no, not a retired cop, but a former undercover cop, cover blown back. Yeah, right. Surgeon, surgery special, and got transferred, but she's found a new calling: serving and protecting the citizens of the Radiance Festival and helping her fellow cops stay healthy and and well. How she gets there is different, but they end up doing better usually. Sometimes they die. Thank you.
Okay, so
Sometimes you
I'll
die.
stop writing this in chat. But so you're not an official doctor, just like my drug dealer is not an official pharmacist.
Something like that. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't have a
drug dealer.
degree,
Don't do drugs, please. No,
Credentials.
Schooling.
Yeah.
So you've
Just
picked
as
up
good as them.
you've picked up a feat, which is called risky surgery. That feat does damage to someone pre-surgery, to
if they
then
don't
have a
bleed out-
higher chance to succeed. And if you do succeed, it's an instant critical success, which
Yeah.
means double the actual healing.
And so
But-
I look like a genius when it succeeds, right? I'm like,
But it can still fail, and even if you fail that roll, you've still done that damage initially.
yeah.
That's this whole doctor type thing.
Hey, surgery involves cutting, and I got the dagger for it. It's not an official surgery dagger. It's really just a dagger.
It's becoming one though.
Yeah, but the handle is really amazing.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
me feel like a doctor.
So we are using Pathfinder 2. If you're not familiar with Pathfinder 2nd edition, it's really fun. We're all enjoying it.
It's really great.
It's very it's different from the more standard Dungeons and Dragons, but there's a lot of similarities. So
recommend you pick it up.
very much recommend you pick it up. It's not just this cast which is being excited about Pathfinder 2.
There you
I'm
go.
hearing from other cast members of our community, of our contributors, they're like, I just got my hands on Pathfinder 2 and I'm
Such a
geeking
great
out.
system.
It's so
Yeah.
good. I love
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing from other people.
They
that
did a
haven't-
phenomenal job and on just taking what was originally, D&D 3.5 and then making it Pathfinder, and then they just really fucking kicked it up
Yeah.
a notch.
Then they've totally made it their own. There's no references of open game license anymore. It's all Paizo's now.
But there still is an open game license which you can use, so you don't have to necessarily buy all the books. It's not like Wizards of the Coast. You can just go to,
Yes.
there's a yeah.
They've got their own open game license for their own system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of using some. Anyway, let's get back into it. So,
Okay.
we could just keep on chatting. We've got to bring back a game, like a chat show onto the channel. So, last week, our. How can I put it? Misfunctional guards, maybe, Unsuspecting guards. Enthusiastic. Okay, enthusiastic, overly so guards. Investigating missing persons, a spate of missing persons over the last month. They were sent to a temple that is being built, a construction work, to investigate 5 disappearances that happened in a single night. As probably the easiest one to actually investigate, and the fact that the crafters of the temple have some political will or political leverage, which kind of forced the hand of the local Edgewatch Guard. In arriving, they realised that there's been a little bit of a worker strike happening and a worker revolt, whereas the people they need to speak to are currently captives of the workers of Night Shift, who's a clan of kobolds who are not happy about their workers' rights and want to renegotiate the terms. They were asked to stay outside and not to move. Did they do that? No! And walk straight into a trap.
Come on, yeah.
And then into another trap, and then into more traps, and into more traps. Because, as Ezric says, we kobolds can make traps out of everything. Out of anything.
Traps.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So, the group realised that there's more than one faction of kobolds here. And they felt they essentially were led to the more peaceful faction, led by the Dragon Mage, the Great Dragon Mage Scarix, who was the one actually holding the prisoners. And they kind of negotiated a settlement where they take care of the actual murderous Goblin faction. Oh, sorry, Kobold faction, not Goblins, of course. Goblins are amazing. That the prisoners will be exchanged with, of course, the help of some negotiations of working there and workers' rights. So a small battle, which started with a foot going through a paper door, because paper doors slide.
That was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Great distraction.
It was a distraction.
Throwing in your sonic
Hit
bomb.
the floor. Boom.
Throwing in the sonic bomb, which could have just been actually thrown straight through the paper wall. That could have happened anyway. Into a field of webbing, which meant that the bomb didn't actually go as far as expected and blew up.
Yeah.
Great start to the battle. 2 parts. Then the flank happened. Ezra came in on the back of the room. The only one actually getting into the room, and was the only one in there and couldn't actually get helped out for quite a while. Faced off against the leader and pretty effectively got his butt kicked. Kept on disarming the leader. Had the leader's weapon thrown across the room several times. Every time it landed near a kobold, they would pick it up, claim leadership, and then either get killed by the previous leader or have it stripped from again by Ezric. Quite effectively, actually. Ezric did end up getting the pickaxe, but didn't actually declare leadership. Hence the fight went on. Eventually did declare leadership after more pain was experienced by both sides, mostly on the kobold side. Now, Ezric, the leader of the clan, or at least the battle faction of the clan, victorious with, I believe, only 2 health.
1.
One health.
Great side gig now.
Better.
Yeah, 1 health.
You know, most of a plan was made, and I think, executed pretty well. So, yeah, we tried.
There was a plan and there was reality. The two didn't match up.
What?
No.
I think starting from the whole kicking through the paper door was just where it didn't line up, and there was just this skew. The fact that there was webbing on the other side of that wasn't your fault or wasn't something you would have expected.
That's right. I did fine. It was perfect.
Define? No,
Wouldn't change anything if had to do it again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Let's never speak of that again.
Well, we're still in the temple.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going
I'm
up to
ready
the
to
temple
fight.
audio now. Still in the temple. You now have all the kobolds on their knees, like praising the new battle leader. And they're asking your name.
All right. What? Because I was deafened.
Tell him your name, King.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah, he got hit by a thunder. He was in the radius of a thunderstone.
Yeah, that happened too. Sorry, I missed that part. Let's get some audio. There we go. So, your name, oh, glorious leader. What is your name?
And I reach into like my pouch and grab a notepad and just write, "They're asking your name," and then hold it up to him like a little cue card.
Can you speak? Can you speak kobold?
Oh no, I can't. Never mind.
No.
I'm tugging on Shireen's sleeve, going, my tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I could probably help with that if you want me to.
at this point, I'd probably get my hearing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to push it too much. The tongue thing's going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah. Ezarek, formerly of the Pale Claws.
Great Battlemaster Azrek, you will lead us to victory. You will conquer the city with us. To battle! And they stand up with their weapons raised, but they're waiting for your command.
Stand down. There's something I must do first.
But we kill the city. We lead. We win.
No, kill the city.
One of them, one of the smallest ones, just comes through like, a little bit.
No.
Oh, looks very dejected. So then, what do we do?
First, let's set things right. And I'm just going to start walking up the stairs and head towards the other faction.
Yep, the Scarlex faction. Yep.
Yeah.
As you walk by, I'll hand you a elixir of life.
Yeah.
Thank you, that'll help a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, you got another one of those things?
No, but you could get 1d6 of hit points back.
Okay. I'll roll that. Come on.
Better than one.
Yes.
6. Yep.
Hey. I brew it strong just for these occasions.
Yeah.
I've got
Much
7
better.
full hit points.
So as you trail blood up the stairs, and again there's the kobold which you knocked out previously, tied up there. The doors to the other faction upstairs, to the Scarlex faction, are closed once more. But again, they're paper, so if you want to open them, that's yeah.
I'll open them.
Yeah. There's no locking mechanism. The door's open. They look up. The 5 individuals still tied up and gagged at the back of the room in front of the statue. And again, the statue in front of the mirrors, which makes the statue look even grander. It broadens the scene. Scarlex looks up. Knife still in hand, but you look injured. Have you succeeded?
Yes, our part is done.
Well, that is the first part. I do believe there's some negotiations to happen as well.
Oh, these guys. Ezra, we're not going to take this again, are we? Tell them. You tell them. You tell them they're done with this kidnapping. It's not going to work.
We helped you get rid of the more extreme elements. Now,
I thought you were doing your job and removing a murderer.
yes.
Mm.
Now, work with us to please find a peaceful resolution to all of this.
Well, I hope that you're easier to negotiate with than Mr. Jeremy Hoff, and you're less of a criminal, like most of these criminals are above board. At least down under the city, people know who they are, and they live off a reputation. Not these criminals, or in league with each other.
Who's Germanhoff?
He's the person that gave us the contract in the first place.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't you know him? I thought all you criminals know each other.
No, I'm not
Criminals?
a criminal. I'm a grandmother.
What's the matter with you?
Or you're
on
above
now.
ground people.
Look, we're the cops. I think you know that
Yes.
by now. This is not going to
Yes.
end well for you if you keep arguing with us about whether or not it's okay to hold hostages. Like that's not a debate. We have the king of the kobolds here, right? Telling you to stand down. The rest of us, law enforcement officers, we really are saying, hey,
By this stage,
pick us up.
the few remaining kobolds from downstairs have came up, and they're behind, they're standing behind Ezrak and behind your group, and they're just looking at Ezrak, and Scarlet's like, "What king? You have a weapon in your hand. Who cares about that? Have you had training in that weapon? Probably not. I'm the great dragon master. I know what's best for my clan. I don't even know who you are. I thank you for getting rid of that militant brute, but still, you're not.
I'm not
my
here
king."
to claim any form of leadership.
Good.
I'm here to negotiate so that things get better for everyone.
Then let's start talking about negotiations. Shall we?
Yes.
Our pay is
I warn
3
you.
times that.
Our patience
Three-
is wearing thin.
The pay of the other workers are 3 times what we have.
Yes.
We are
well,
the only people that can work in the dark. I think that should warrant a little bit of a pay rise, don't you?
Yes. And we're going to organize a meeting in the garden room between you and the owners of this building.
Mr. Germanhoff.
He's not the owners.
Well, but he was the original contractor. Is that who we have to go through?
From my understanding, the foreigners came in and they needed someone to hire local workers. So they found an intermediary, Mr. Hoff, and they hired us.
So I am trying to impress upon these kobolds that they need to let go of the hostages.
She's noticed that. I've noticed that too.
I am trying to make an impression. Does that work? Like
Well,
I'm actually trying to use the move.
Would you like to try to do a negotiation, trying to
Yes,
do a
I would.
diplomacy?
I would like to do a diplomacy. Yes. I actually looked this up over the weekend, or since the last game. I was like, "What can we do?" Well, yeah.
Or you're
That's
deceiving
okay.
them.
Now, if they're hostile, they like move, or they like move up one category from whatever they were to less hating us.
Less hostile to a more
Yeah.
neutral. Yeah. Remember when you originally first spoke to them, they had knives to the throats. She does have a knife in hand, but is not at the throats of the. So she with that de-escalation, she puts the knife away.
It's a start.
They're still there. Like, the hostages are still there. She puts her knife away. The other puts her knife... Like, she encourages the other to put the knife away. They're still behind the barricade. They're still... They would say in a position of power. And the hostages are still in a position of risk, but less so.
Alright.
It may take one action to now draw the weapon and another action to slit the throat, instead of just one action.
Alright, we'll get them to meet you in the garden room if you wait for us there.
And who's to protect my workers here?
I mean, you would protect yourself, clearly. I mean, I would slow you guys down, honestly. If you want, I can stay here with these fine folks and just make sure that everything stays kosher while you go grab them. The owners. I've only got one more maximum overdrive in me, and I don't think I'll be able to get there back in one of them. So, I mean, like, honestly, if you got to sit me anywhere, here would be a good spot.
It is a nice, relaxing room.
I feel very zen. I don't know if zen is something that fantasy zen. I'm feeling fantasy zen right now.
This is the Japanese culture, so zen is very, very much appropriate in this, especially their temple which they're building. Although you did miss a couple of rooms, which is like one of them is.
I don't want to find them. The other rooms almost killed me. I don't want to find them.
Rooms hurt.
One of the two would have killed you. Just one.
Just one.
There was one which was great.
Anyway, well, we'll make our way down now.
You make your way down and leaving Deirdre here just to rest and relax.
I'll be like, have you guys eaten yet today? You look famished. Are you hungry?
Scalex will translate, and she does say, we haven't eaten since last night because we weren't expecting to stay here.
Oh, well, that just won't do. And, you know, I'm a halfling, so I'm always like, I got snacks. Let's be honest. I start sharing. I'll be like, oh, well, come over here. We're going to have a little, it's time for second lunch anyway. Honest to God, I'm famished. These kids, they eat 3 times a day and I don't know how they stand it. I'm here with 8 meals at least. So let's have a snack.
Surprisingly, she actually even offers it to the workers who are still tied up. Yeah. She offers bits of it to them. She orders it to be offered. And on top of that, you hear, like, she'll divulge, just in conversation, that she, like, the clan would usually go back underground after their shift every day, each morning. So they weren't expecting to be staying up and being still here today.
Understandable. Everyone always wants to go home. I know I haven't seen my Timothy and all the other 12 grandchildren in a while.
Thank you for the subscription. Sorry, was that a subscription? Wait, what just came through? What happened? Was that? I just missed something. Wasn't a subscription? It was.
Yeah, I heard the noise.
No, that was something came through. It was a message. A host. Thank you for the host. Manda. Thank you for the hosting. Thank you so much. So,
thanks.
The things didn't come through in the right place, but thank you for the host.
Sometimes hosts don't come through for some reason.
Yeah. So, as you go back through the place, you're very cautious on your traveling. We won't need to use the map, but we're very cautious on the traveling. Are you trying to jump the area? Like jump in that central area? Or are you going around?
I'm jumping. I'm going.
We have, did any of the kobolds come with us?
Are you going to have them come with you?
Could we get the one who was helpful, Dupa?
Yeah.
Dupa's my new best friend.
Dupa can come with you if that's what you wish.
To show us the safe path?
So Dupa will guide you through that main area and actually guide you through and around. And that means I get you to describe a couple new places on the map. And I'll actually bring you back to the map so you can see the new places. Although we won't bring it onto the screen, just for the players, really. Because it's not really that.
What?
Well, as in, to show. It's more. I'll verbally explain where they go. So I'm just moving the people there. There you go. So as you get back into the main area, there was 2 doors to the north, which you didn't explore. Instead, you jumped across the pits, which were trapped, of course. So as you go up through the main area into one of the areas, you feel a slight. There's like thin tendrils of webbing. So in the northern corner of this room, before blank sliding paper doors, a wide stairway leads to a raised dais bearing a smaller version of the red gate arch that marked the tendrils' entrance. 3 bronze bells of varying sizes hang from the archer's crossbar, almost perfectly spaced for hiding behind. But there was no one there. At least not anymore.
Are we sure? Yeah. Oh, okay.
At the top of the area, there is a great number of small cushions lie scattered about the chamber's floor. The whole room is crisscrossed with thin strands of white sticky webbing, as if a perfect trap for a giant spider and his master. But of course they're not there because that would be wrong.
So I draw my hand crossbow just in case.
So that was one of the rooms you missed. Another room you missed. The western half of this rectangular room features a small network of wooden gutters extending from a foot of the wall, gradually sloping from south to north end of the room. The bottom of the shelves are covered with a thin layer of sand. Narrow pipes from the walls connect to the northernmost shelf edge to the ceiling of the southern edge into the floor. So what this is essentially all these slates arranged in this room with a thin layer of sand on it. But there's guttering which comes from the outside, so when the rain comes, it washes the slates clean and washes your wishes and your messages to the spirits away.
Oh, that's so lovely.
That's touching. So we still have some hostages, huh?
On top of that, there are 4 sprawled, 4 corpses lie sprawled on the ground with their bodies littered with arrows.
So what this tells me, fellow officers, is that this situation is still out of control. I mean, anything could happen, and we're gonna have 4 more bodies in front of us. If we don't go in and we don't do something about this now, their deaths are gonna be on us.
The individual responsible has been arrested and will be taken in.
Yeah, but not the people that had the knives up to the hostages upstairs, right? Are they still up there?
This needs de-escalation.
I got their de-escalation right here.
And then they cut back and I'll be like, oh, do you guys like tea? I've got this lovely herbal blend that I think would just really go well with these scones.
Taylor's ears are just kind of flicking back and forth as Shireen and Ezra are talking. And she's like, so Ezra, do you think that maybe we should set up like a tea area for like the kobolds and the Minkians when they come to like negotiate? And as she talks more, her ears just slightly droop.
Do you have tea?
No, but I don't know how kobolds do things. You're the kobold expert.
That's really good.
While you're in the room and while you're talking and just discussing things. Deirdre, you notice that just looking at the bodies, it looks like the individuals here would have been killed last night. That's quite obvious. That's not recent. And
I don't think Deidre's in this
No,
room.
DJ's.
Oh, sorry, Deidre's not in that room. I've just been moving your. Okay. So, Ezrak, with your ability just to notice things, because I've got to give you that free information every single time, and it works right now because Deidre's not there.
So good.
So, I even did the roll for Deidre too.
It's all good.
So, Ezrak, you just a quick look at the bodies, and you notice that the bodies would have been killed last night, and it looks like they've been moved into this room for disposal. So they weren't killed in this room, but somewhere else. But again, that's previous. The person responsible has been dealt with.
Are there bodies of Binkayans or?
No, the local workers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Local workers. Even the hostages upstairs are local workers too. They're
So
not
if we're gonna just if you're gonna go handle something, I don't know what you're gonna do, but while I'm here, I have a little bit of a blood leak. I have like some I think I want to cure some of my injuries here.
Are you gonna stab yourself?
Yeah, yes. So I'm a Rambo style, like cut into my gut.
You like heat up the
arrow
blood
out or whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna get some hit points back here.
Now, I'm just gonna say, not all of us here are medical professionals, but I don't advise doing this at home.
I'm a doctor.
Oh, I was back.
No, you're not a doctor.
I was
and
trained
don't try this
to
at
do
home.
this.
Shireen is like building up her new like undercover persona right now. This
Yes.
The surgeon.
Always on the move. All right, so I have only 11 hit points. I want more. And if I cut like the shrapnel out that I got from the last battle, I feel like I will improve the blood flow and I'll feel 100% better.
If you make the cut even with your dagger, it'll be easier to stitch up, to stitch up and to bandage.
Yeah, my blade's a little dull, but and it might hurt a little bit, but I think I can get this done.
So do the roll for damage. This is how Shireen does surgery.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1d8 slashing damage to myself.
Do the roll.
Here we go.
While I'm hanging out with the goblins.
Oh no! I went a little deep. Went a little deep, but that's okay.
It's enthusiastic.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
And now you have plus 2 to your
bit.
roll, but you can still fail this.
Right. So I get a +2 circumstance bonus to my medicine check to treat wounds, and if I succeed, I get a critical success. So here we go.
But if you fail, you just did 7 points of damage.
It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Okay. No need to help me out. I'm on. I got this myself. Oh no!
12.
Kayla's ears are like flat against her head as she's watching this.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well. Hey.
Uber probably looks
I'm
at
holding
you.
my gut in, and I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I did great.
So, the skin which you cut off is now like on the floor, and like you're trying to push it back in and try to seal it and tape it, and the blood is just.
Let's go take care of this kidnapping situation, okay? Don't look at me.
Shireen. Shireen.
Yeah. What's up? I'm. No. That's the bad blood coming out.
Can we at this point just
I've
call
only
you
good blood
Dr.
left.
Nick?
That feels great. So I'm just gonna sit for a second. That's all.
Out of character, how many hit points do you have left?
I have 4. I'm fine. Plenty. I'm a great cop. Great.
Just a bad surgeon.
No, don't say that.
Don't try that again.
I'll use a
No. I'm fine. I don't need your pity.
Thing. She's gonna like squint her eyes shut and just like puff up her fur as much as possible, and she's gonna try and do a 3rd level heal.
Fantastic. Can I get a D20, please?
It's not verbal.
Oh.
Nice.
I checked.
Oh yeah.
I checked.
Got him.
Ooh.
And I'm sure I just fixed it.
Taylor's got a cut tongue right now, and every verbal spell has a problem.
Oh, while DJ.
Yes, the puffing up the fur, it really does work.
Can I see if I can
nice.
get them to
So-
undrag the workers?
10
Yeah.
HP to all of us.
Nice.
I had it almost stitched up. You just helped finish the job. That's all. I was fine, but
This-
thank you.
This doesn't heal my tongue, does that?
There's a burst?
Oh, it's
It's
a
a
burst.
burst.
10.
Nah.
Oh no. Well,
I can
Don't worry
keep
about
going
it.
like that. It's fine.
I think I'll do a better job if I'm operating on somebody else. So, if you want, I could probably fix that tongue. I just have to remove it first and then sew it back on right. I read a book on it once, I think.
Maybe later.
Okay, all right.
Taylor just edges away from you.
I'm gonna wipe off the blade here. Whew, spit on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's just keep going
All right, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
before
I'm
this
fine
gets any weirder.
yeah,
Here.
but like I was saying before, maybe we should try and make the negotiation area more suitable for both sides of the party, so they know that everyone is serious.
Yeah.
I'm basically like trying to like pull on Taylor's hobnobbery and well-met traveler thing, how she knows like we're pulling together people from different cultures to try and negotiate. So she's trying to think of how we can set this up so that both sides are welcome and are going to be open to one another. That's what she's trying to get at.
which room are you proposing?
Oh, we were going to do it in the garden, weren't we?
Yeah.
So
garden room.
there's the fountain room at the start, which does have a trap, but it has a nice warm fragrance. There's the garden room, which is the next room in with the statues. Sorry, not the statues, but the braziers. Or there's the next room in, which is the forest room with the dragon seal, which again is a trap, but has the music of the wilderness in there and the running water. And again, trapped.
Yeah. I think going for the garden room is the best.
Okay. Just a note, how are you avoiding the first of those traps? The dragon seal.
Yeah. Let's just not step on it.
Yeah. Walk around
That's a
the edge
good
of the
idea.
room.
You walk around it. Done. Dealt with. You need to actually go out of there. Out of the actual temple itself. So the next one is the fountain room.
Didn't we disarm all of them?
Did you disarm it, or did you just jump it?
We used blocks to trigger them all.
True. You use blocks to trigger them all, and they are set up. So it's been a while, because this has been 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I have it in notes saying we use building supplies to weigh down the pressure plates to cross safely.
Okay. Some of these traps reset, some of them don't. Just as a heads up.
Yeah.
So
If they're constantly weighed down, they can't reset.
well, true, and because it's about build up of pressure, the pressure doesn't build up, and there's just an exhaust now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we you head out and see Armor and the other workers. She looks she looks frustrated. You see almost like a rickshaw in the construction area. Very fine gold filigree with dragons. Looks very well to do. And you see like a curtain move on the side of the rickshaw, as if there's someone inside. Armor is there, the foreman that she was spoken to before, foreman and architect. She's trying to calm down her workers, her Minkar and workers. Sees you come out bloodied, but at least you're alive. Oh, so you've dealt with the situation? Everything is... You don't seem to have brought back the workers, though.
No, we've arrested the more extreme elements, and they're willing to negotiate now for the release of the workers.
I thought you were to release the workers yourself. Why are you now negotiating?
We're here to mediate the dispute.
What's there to mediate? They took control. They took control of the place. They held up production. Arrest them, kill them. I don't care what you do with them. But this is our work site. They can't do this.
I'm the terrible owner on this. The asshole owner. I'm kind of on her side.
We can't escalate the situation.
If this was in Minkai, then it would have been dealt with.
Then the workers would be dead.
Exactly, and we would have been back on schedule, at least back on our behind schedule.
So you don't care about the hostages?
Well, they're not. I do, but it's more about the holding up the.
Lady.
They're more about holding up the work site. They're not justice. They're not from
My
Minkai.
character, just clarifying, the workers that are currently being held hostage are local workers.
Yes. Which is what she was pretty much just saying. They're not from Minkai.
Well, you're not in Minkai.
I know this. This is horrible. There's been one delay after another. Building supplies, contract disputes.
Look, right now you're the one delaying things.
Oh, made an impression.
Yeah, right now, the best thing to get this over with is to negotiate. They're willing to come down and negotiate the release of the hostages in exchange for equal pay.
Oh, God, what a terrible...
Equal pay with whom?
Each kobold paid the same rate as human workers.
So you're saying that we need to pay them the same as skilled workers? They're undercity creatures. We don't pay them like everybody else. They're not skilled.
If they weren't skilled workers, you wouldn't be having them working for you in the first place.
Sure. Both Shireen and Taylor, you notice in the shadows of the rickshaw that the curtain is moved. You can just see only very just faintly, and it looks like there's a veil in front of as well. There's a female face that looks very similar to Armor, but a lot more reserved and elegant.
Ew. They did.
And that's it's been opened up, and there's a veil there too, so you can't see fully, but you see that whoever's there has heard what's going on and is just paying attention.
So does the person I see, does she look older?
It's hard to see, but there's very much a simulation. There's very much a similar look. Could even be family, but it's hard to see age as well. But very much a reserved look and very elegant more than anything.
Please listen to reason. We're the authorities here, and we're trying to get the best result for everyone.
Can we talk to your supervisor? I just saw her looking out the window.
Ma'am, I'd like to speak to your manager.
Yeah. I'm sorry you can call me Karen this time, but I'm going to need to see your supervisor.
Armor's face just goes instantly to angry. It's like, I am the supervisor. I'm the architect, and I'm the foreman here. I run this site. And then you hear a bell go off in the close distance, and the face just drops. that sternness just looks sheepish. Excuse me a moment.
Yeah, you go.
And she gathers up her dress, and
Bring the
turns
boss.
and just walks off towards the coach. Walks around it, and everything is quiet. I know you can't speak Minkaran, so even if you listen in, you can't hear anything, or at least you can't understand. So I'm not even asking for those roles. But she comes back a few moments later, looking just pissed off.
Yeah.
Not at you though, but just angry, and she's trying to hide it. But you're a skilled investigator, you're a lawman. You can see that she's just pissed off. She's been told down.
Yeah.
We've been
rank
chewed up
got
by our
pulled.
boss. We know what that looks like.
She's been chewed up.
Yeah.
You don't know who the person is, but she's been chewed up. It's like, fine, I will negotiate with these gutter scum.
Look.
First off, you can't refer to them as gutter scum.
Yeah, that probably is going to hurt your
Good God,
cause.
what has happened to your voice?
Oh, shut up.
It'll just,
already.
like, kind of
Will you
go-
shut up, man.
Now,
Kayla's
not
being disturbed,
important
so
at
she
the
just
moment.
covers her mouth and then she just looks down.
Oh.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I'm very sorry. I was talking to. They're not gutter scum. They are frustrated workers. I'm not fully on their side because they kidnapped, of course. But people got to be reasonable around here. So I don't want to hear any more complaints from you about how bad your workers are. They're asking for reasonable stuff so far as I can tell. I mean, I'm just a cop here. But we got to end this. We can't have hostages on a work site or at all.
And you'll oversee this meeting?
Yes.
Do you have to?
As the enforcers of the law, yes.
You weren't there for the last meeting?
What last meeting?
When we originally negotiated contracts, but oh well.
This is more of a difficult case.
Of course it is. Because
Yeah,
they killed people and they took over the construction site and now they're going to get a pay raise. And yet we're still behind, even more so. So, fantastic. Well, let's get it over with. Arrange the meeting and I'm sure either myself or a representative will do negotiations.
It's
We'll see how it
already
goes.
been arranged. They should be waiting in the garden room by now.
Yeah. DJ would have gone down with everyone, made sure everyone was comfortable, had some tea set up. We're eating scones. It's pretty great down in the garden room, like 12 out of 10.
So I'm just imagining that you've got like the hobby, like the sawhorses and stuff like that.
Yes.
And you've got the planks and it's now a table.
Mhm.
And like it's like a buffet.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you've got one on each side.
Yeah.
You've got water from the springs, from that type of.
Oh, 100%. Like it just.
It's still construction site though.
Oh, it is, but
It's a
like we
buffet
put some flowers on the table, and like interior design should have really been my calling. Like I would have been great at it.
Yeah. So the strange thing that happens is that she goes back to Arma goes back to the coach. Someone comes out of the coach with her.
Ooh.
Again, you can't actually see her because there's this almost a shade over, like covering, almost as if it's a black lace shade or black lace.
It's like a veil.
Veil, but it's the entirety of this individual. You can see parts of what she's wearing, elegant silk dress with the dragon embroidery, but you can't see, like, every time you try to look harder and try to spot things, especially Azarak, with your keen eye, you start getting a headache every single time you start looking and try to get more detail. But there's a presence there.
Yeah. Is there? Would I know if there's some sort of cultural significance behind this veil thing?
You can. I'll give you that one. You think that there might be a cultural significance to it, from at least some of your learnings. That's your freebie from this one, but you don't know what it is specifically. But in this case, certainly that's the person in charge.
All right.
And there's this presence emanating, even though you can't see who it is. There's this presence of authority that's just emanating from whoever this is. And again, there's, from the tiny little bits you do see, there's some familiarity between this person and armor, but you can't see enough to be able to see enough. You can't focus enough. The negotiations go on. There's peaceful. I won't go into all the bits and pieces, because this would be me role-playing against myself, which is boring as heck. So to keep it short, there's no food fight. The kobolds pretty much eat everything. And they don't get the 3 times their rage, but they get 2.
Okay.
And the other individual walks off, essentially walks back out, while you're left with Armor and Skerix and a few of the other kobolds around, as the workers start slowly coming into the place. And walking past you.
Yeah, we probably should grab the previous battle leader and take her in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arma says, "You're here for other matters. You're here for the missing persons. Shall we discuss this here?"
Yeah.
Now that all the other matters, and she looks at Skerix, dealt with. The freed prisoners are also brought down as well.
Yay!
Those that were on the night shift. So what would you like to ask our workers?
All right. Do you know anything about the workers that disappeared recently?
She encourages the workers, who is still a bit shocked about everything going on, and asking things totally unrelated about everything that's just gone on. They say, well, they kept to themselves. They didn't really like to associate with us locals, but one of them says, look, they were pissed off. They were angry, and Arma just really doesn't like that. And you can see, again, her expressions are really easy to read. There's this veneer of, I don't have expressions, but they're really easy to read. So they
doesn't
go on,
keep her cool very well.
She doesn't say anything, but like her face, yes, doesn't keep that cool at all. They were saying that they don't like the assigned like their quarters. They were complaining about the shabbiness and where they're staying. They say they hated those rats and it smelled, and they'll yeah.
Do you know where these quarters were?
Arma says, well, we've been assigned quarters, although not all the workers that came in were assigned the same quarters, but yes, I can give you the locations of where they are, if that's what you wish. Yeah. The worker then says, they were talking about going off and demanding better quarters. No one came to me. No one spoke to me about this at all. Everyone was fine with the living conditions here. I've had no complaints, and if we did have complaints, well, we wouldn't be able to follow our own laws about dealing with them, but would have to comply with with the laws locally here.
Do you know who they were going to speak to about getting new quarters?
The workers are like, they said something about a Hoff or someone.
Oh, Mr. Germanhoff. Yes.
Okay.
I was going to ask you where we could find him.
Yeah. And yeah.
Can I have the where everyone's from? Which beats did everyone start with?
I started off with the
As in which district? I can bring up the districts if that helps.
Yeah, fine. Let me just.
I was at the Eastgate district as a poster and gate guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the Ivy district. Yeah, Ivy district. Yep. As the undercover Lotus.
I know Ezrek's from Coins.
I would be from the Wise Quarter.
And the Wise Quarter. Okay, so we're pretty much spread. So from the Eastgate district, you know of Hoff. You recall of Hoff being. It's hard to explain. He's a crime lord, but he's also legitimate at the same time.
Yes.
So
my Timothy was working with some of his boys.
He does a lot of construction and supplies and things like that, and he gets the job done. And though he has he has a good reputation of getting the job done and making sure there's supplies, but they're not always the best quality. And yeah. So, and the negotiations might not always be the best for those on the other side, but can make sure strings are pulled, so permissions are done, red tape's gotten through, etc., etc. And he's based somewhere in the Eastgate Quarter.
Yeah,
which is
I'll let him know that. And I'll be like, we'll have to head towards my house if we want to be able to see Mr. Germanhoff. He's over in my district.
Okay, and just to make sure we have all our bases covered, do you know any places these workers frequented?
Well, we kept to ourselves. We were ordered to keep to ourselves, and I believe that's been kept. No one else has reported that they were anywhere else, and we would have known that if they did.
All right.
But we didn't. We did not know that they went to Mr. Hoff. So.
Okay, Jarrettman. Okay. All right. Well, one lead is better than none. So.
And thank you for even though it's going to cost us. Thank you for working out this situation that we have. And she presents a small chest. It's just a little chest about so big. It's quite ornate.
Thank you so much.
And of course, it's inside there's coins, but yeah. Monies. And hopefully, if there's any troubles, we can sort these out more smoothly next time.
It's true.
Maybe once the building's finished, that you can find some tranquility.
Oh, this place is so gorgeous. It's not even completely done, and I felt so relaxed.
As we were being shot at by a...
As you hear in the background, a collapse of wood and flooring as someone falls down, and you hear the scream.
Oh dear.
Real relaxed.
Our work is done here.
Yeah.
Just charming.
So Shireen pulls Taylor aside and says, "I didn't mean to step on your toes there at all. I'm really sorry. You're a great cop, rookie, and I think you're learning fast, and your instincts are 100% right talking to her like that."
Taylor's gonna her ears will perk up, and then she'll nod, and then she's gonna look at Shireen and just be like, I trust my instincts, and I think I know why you're here.
Oh.
And then she'll just kind of like, she'll think about it for a sec, and then she's gonna try to do like a very obvious wink, like, and look really happy, and just like,
okay, well, good talk.
Anyway, before we head out, Ezra would try and find the leader of this tribe of kobolds again.
She's still there. Like, she will be there in that negotiation, like in that talk.
Okay. All right.
So if you needed to ask her anything, you can ask her things as well.
Look, I know that you like me trying to get a little bit more recognition for kobolds in the city. And
well, it looks like we're quite downtrodden if like we're treated like this. Yeah. This is only the second time we've really actually been up in the city. I was the one that spoke to that Hoff fellow and got this contract. Even getting to him they didn't want to put us through the front door. They actually snuck us through a back door into the nightclub that he runs. So,
where is this nightclub?
Oh, the nightclub. It's what do you call it? It's one of it's what do you call them? Districts, quarters, something. It's the one on the east.
All right. Yeah.
We went through the cemetery.
Through the cemetery. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know anything about this Hoff fella?
From what I saw in his nightclub and from what I saw in talking to him, if you step out of the line, they will kill you.
Good to know.
More so than what we would usually have underground. So, I think he's more dangerous than most creatures that we talk to underground. At least underground, they won't smile when they kill you. This one will smile. And then have you tortured and thrown in a pit or whatever. And his nightclub is full of people like that.
Very good.
Very, very dangerous. I would not.
Sounds like my kind of place.
I don't think this is your type of place. Even getting to it, we had to go underground and go through a maze. I can draw you a way through the maze if that helps, but
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Well, you need for starters, I can just say you need to start it at there's a small cemetery in Eastgate where the guards are where like the guards like you, like the uniforms, where you're buried. In that area, and you've got to find a crypt, and there was one sarcophagus. There's stairs from inside, and that's how you get in. And then she gets a piece of wood and just scratches, just a really quick route type thing through there. But she also has an offshoot. It's not this way. This is how we get home. To the underground bit. She doesn't it's just more of a scratch than anything. A rough direction.
Anyway, as I was initially going to ask you, I'm working to get more recognition for kobolds by being in the guard.
So, seat in the council?
Yes, try and work together to make kobolds more useful in make them have to give us a seat by being more useful.
I don't think it's going to happen, but good luck.
Yeah.
These
Bye.
above grounders don't really like us very much. They seem to favour goblins over us. Those smelly, foul creatures. They don't know how to make traps. Traps show us our intelligence.
I mean, they do make them, but they're obvious.
Yeah. Again, you hear just a scream in the background as like another trap goes off.
Why don't you disarm those first?
I think they're repairing them.
Alright.
The
With their
whole
blood.
area where they've weakened the edges is kind of where you're hearing. It could be from things falling on them, from them trying to clean up the underneath. You don't know. Could be really bad.
Someone
job's
just
done.
constantly stepping on nails. Just
Yeah.
It's 100% Kevin McAllister's house, just 24/7 up in there.
Anyway.
Yeah. So if you do rise to the occasion and get a seat on the council or do something impressive, make sure you get a statue. That way everyone remembers. Statues are harder to get rid of.
Yeah, that way we're very important.
Ezric's goal in life: get a statue.
Yeah. Of you, not of someone else. Of you. So I think that would be the best way of doing it. I don't think it's going to happen, but good luck.
Yeah. Anyway, first off, we should take this one to jail.
Oh, you can kill her. I don't mind.
Oh, God. Ugh.
That way she doesn't come back.
You don't know this. She's speaking Kobold.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we could take
No,
you
she
to
speaks
jail.
common. She speaks common.
Is she speaking this entire conversation common?
Yes, all of the other kobolds speak kobold only. She's the only one that speaks common.
Well, so
Oh,
they're
they're not.
not
I think
all
it
over
sounds-
again.
I think Ezric pulled her aside though to talk to her privately.
Okay,
Or-
if you're talking about
I
the
assume.
the kobold business side thing,
Yeah.
she'll
Yeah.
slip into that language. But otherwise, anything else about Hoff or anything like else would be
Yeah.
in common
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
All right.
to
all right.
appease you.
No, thanks.
Alright. Let's get going.
Yeah, we've had enough here. I'm out of here. Let's go. Bye-bye. Thanks for the information.
She, as she walks off, she just waves a hand and like a hammer
Have a great
floats
day.
towards her. She like grabs her and just starts walking off through the. Yeah, she was a spellcaster. She
Yeah.
could have really screwed you up.
Hey guys, I think that really was like, I think this was the best that could have happened. Like, it was a really good mission, I think.
Yeah.
It was a little dicey there with like living and things for a moment, but like we all came through. There was some stabs between friends, some great healing, excellent thoughts. Like,
You know,
I think we
no
really, I'm so proud of everyone. Great job, guys.
Yeah, thanks, veteran. You know, I'm really feeling close to you all.
Oh, there. Well, it sounds like we're going to be heading towards my house soon. So, I mean, you guys can come over and see some of the grandchildren, and we can, what is it?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
You know,
I
get
got
you
it.
some of that
I'm
halfling
busy.
hospitality. No, I got to show you all the pictures of my grandbabies.
Alright.
And then,
God, if it weren't today, I would totally say yes. But I got this thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how long into our shift are we? Like,
as we'll be heading towards the eastern gate, and that's like my roost, you know.
It's been a real, like, even though it's like not a huge long day, it's been pretty intense.
It has.
And you didn't leave until like midday because you're going through the cases in that morning.
and we had that
Yeah.
little wizard brat to deal
Yeah,
with.
the wizard.
We'll
I was
have
going to say
take-
something else, but I
Who-
quickly censored myself.
Yeah, who managed to get away with a restraining order?
Yeah. Well, we have to
And-
take this one into custody. So, I mean, we'll head back to the guardhouse and then we can maybe take a nap or something.
Yeah. Fill out our report.
Yeah, and then we can head over. It'd be great the next day. And
Anyway, how much was in that little chest?
Yeah.
Oh,
money.
the chests, as you open it up, actually, as you try to open up, it seems to be a little bit complex. It seems to have a myriad of buttons and
Buttons?
devices, and it may take a little bit of work.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me figure this out.
Oh,
Thievery
no.
check, please.
Thievery? Okay.
Oh my god, we've given him basically like a Rubik's Cube
Oh, I got that.
test.
If he fails, I'm all over that.
You hear a click. Try the lid. Nothing happens.
I grab
I'm
it.
going to keep
and I shake it. Oh no!
As Shireen pulls it back and shakes it, and you hear the click again. Nothing happens.
Children, don't.
It's
fight
got a
with
weight to it. There's
toys.
something in it.
Here you go. You can have it back. There's nothing in there.
She went backwards a step. It's going to take multiple thieveries to get through.
Do it.
Yeah.
So as you go, you can just try to fiddle with it.
Yeah. Ezra will fiddle with it once we're back at the station and having our break.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor's
pass
like,
the time.
you can sit next to me while I'm doing up the report, and you can fiddle with it there.
Oh, you should try to heal you got a little something happening here. I think.
Oh yeah, I can still do that.
Well, I mean, you don't have to let Shireen do it. It's okay. But like,
I really want to help. I feel like I owe it to you to like do the surgery that you need. I don't just do that for anybody.
it's true, she does.
Hey, I trust you.
Oh,
Hot damn!
Please don't make my character
territory.
mute. It'll be so hard to roleplay.
Yeah. Go for it.
you want me to come
Once
to
we're at the
your
guardhouse, can we go to like the first aid room and like have a proper setup?
So I was going to say,
Yeah.
like, the way back to the guardhouse, the streets are still really busy. This has only been the second day of the festival, the Radiant Festival. There's people everywhere. There's children. There's no side encounter. No more kids on the taking over mages and whatnot. No kidnappings, etc. You get back to the guardhouse. It's a busy day with the guardhouse. There's people going in and out. There's a lot of people complaining at the front about this or that. Again, the tickets. There's some annoyance going on about tickets. It's a free festival, but people are being charged tickets. But that's an ongoing concern, which is not part of your duties.
That's right. Someone else is on top of that.
So you can go to the first aid section, the medical section.
Oh yeah.
First
Hospice.
off, we probably should take this one into a cell.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You can do the booking, yes.
Yeah.
I trust you to do that.
I think we can split the party in the guardhouse.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, for
Are you
sure.
sure? I really want to attack in the
Got
guardhouse.
Put the mask on, rolling up the sleeves. Oh, this is so exciting. Yeah.
But you can do the booking and the paperwork. It just takes time for the paperwork, of course. And the booking, that's all done. I really want to see this roll, though.
Yeah, I know.
There's two rolls here. One is how much damage. Two is if you actually do heal.
Yeah. So how many hit points do you have? Because I don't want to kill you.
22.
Rookie. Oh yeah.
All
You're-
right.
You can't kill me, I hope.
Oh, you know what? I don't even need to do the risky surgery. I can just do the like
Actual
normal
surgery.
treatments. Yeah, just regular treatment.
surgery.
So you're doing like a getting with the runes?
Yeah, just to treat wounds. All right, here we go.
Oh,
There we go.
Yay! Woo!
So the swelling will go down,
Ah, yeah.
and you'll heal,
That was
and you
for
won't
you,
have
rookie.
to talk really weirdly. But thank you, Chibi, for that. For even doing your speech pattern.
Yeah, nice.
That's very hard to do. And keep up. So you have that done. Again, the booking process doesn't have to be dealt with much. Are you going to have the pickaxe looked at?
Yeah. Might as well.
Okay. So again, the in the laboratory, the lab geeks are interested about any item that you bring in, and this is a fascinating one, which they say that looks like it's actually been from the Undercity. It looks like it's not recent; it's quite old. Are you donating it, or are you keeping it?
Yeah, I don't have a use for this.
You don't? Oh, thank you so much.
Probably an amazing weapon.
And she, like she does some spells and some investigations. I can see with the chemicals and whatnot, and there's some vicious reactions. So you thank you for donating to the Edgewatch Fund, where we can use this. We can use the sale of this magical item, this magical weapon, to help pay for the staff members we have on hand, and for better laboratory equipment. You just gave up a +1 magical weapon.
I
Great.
I don't think any of us have use for a great pick.
I could probably make use of it there. I'm sure I could employ it to good effect.
Shireen could totally use it in surgery for when they have to reset bones.
Oh yeah.
You gotta smash him first.
We'll smash him first.
Yeah. Stop fitting back in there. I'm gonna chisel this thing open.
Get paid for this?
Okay, now I think about probably a good idea to get away from Shireen.
Oh, you look a little bit, not 100%. You want me to help out?
Being offered.
I think I'll sleep it off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you mean sleep it off where I come help you when you're sleeping? Because I could probably, it probably hurts a little bit less if you're already asleep.
No need for anesthetic.
Yeah.
All right.
That way.
That's right. All right.
No need for the sleep stick.
I'm here to help. Yeah.
I'm not that hurt. So
With his 7 hit points.
Yeah.
I have 17.
Oh,
17?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got the +10.
Yeah.
So, Sergeant Olo, as you return, when you do the report, Sergeant Olo is who you give the report to. He takes the report and reads through it and asks you questions on it. Asks you questions more about the workers, how many people are dead, which is all in the report. Just makes it easier for him to confirm things and whatnot. The traps is something that he's curious about, and how dangerous the site was. But you get the impression that because it's not, because it's not an open site to the public, it's less concerned. And I'm assuming that they're going to be fixing that. So there's no passers-by aren't going to get injured. So he does raise concern about about Jerem Hoff, though. He agrees that speaking to Jerem Hoff is certainly the place to go, but he says that he's, how can I put it? The Edgewatch Guard, there's not enough evidence or probable cause here to go kicking through his door. Demanding meetings with such an influential figure, even criminal figure, such as Mr. Hoff, Edgewatch isn't all powerful. We are just new, and rattling cages could cause the precinct an absolute world of problems. I believe that this is not the only contract that he has in the area, and with all the building and rebuilding, he's probably bankrolling half of this district right now. As such, I would recommend having rest for the day. You look like you've been through a lot, but maybe tomorrow have a bit of a rest as well, and maybe we can get you set up with with Delora, and maybe get you into the back door of his nightclub.
All right.
So maybe going in undercover is probably the better way of doing it.
Oh,
But,
you're speaking my language now.
Delora will set you up properly with the wardrobe.
You got it, boss.
It's been so long since I've been to the dance establishment. All the dance halls used to be where me and my husband would go all the time.
Grandma going to a nightclub. Fantastic.
Yeah, the old discotheque.
Sergeant Olo says this is not really a dance hall, from what I hear. It's very much a place for the criminal underground to meet and socialize and make connections.
Like the speakeasies.
It's actually
Yeah.
the names we've heard of it is the underground speakeasy, which is actually underground, which just makes it even more so.
That's why I
All
got
right.
up to a little fun back in my day too.
This
Don't worry.
we can do. Anyway, Taylor's probably going to feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so
He's like
tomorrow,
already just like, oh dear.
tomorrow we'll set you up with Delora and Agent Delora will set you up with the wardrobe, and we've been fortunate enough that in rebuilding the Edgewatch guard and rebuilding this here, that we kind of requisitioned one of the old theatres. So we've pretty much got costumes for anything and anyone, even to rival Eastgate.
Do you mind if I go over there today to get started? Shireen's super excited about this gig. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is right in my wheelhouse. Hanging out with the criminal element, infiltrating.
I'll speak to Delora, and we'll make sure everything's set up for tomorrow, not for today. Get some rest.
All
Thank you for the
right.
paperwork. I'm sure there's going to be more paperwork to fill out. Mr. Hoff is going to be really, really hard to deal with. I will put in a formal request to speak to him, just in case. I doubt anything will happen with that. Also, I've sent out some officers this morning for the briefing to speak to some of the establishments, some of the bars, just to speak to some of the owners about the disappearances. So hopefully that will help you with your investigations if there's other people that have spotted things. Maybe there's some missing persons which are not on our list.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
and that's dismissed, and enjoy the rest of the day off, I believe.
How do you think I'd look wearing a fake mustache? You think that would work?
Oh, you look very handsome.
Yeah, right. I think that might work this time with a top hat.
This time, wait, you've tried it before?
Yeah. You know, it's part of the reason why I got my cover blown is I couldn't quite, I was in this high-level art thief negotiator trying to move this piece of art, and it just fell right off. I didn't put enough glue on it or something like that. And next thing you know, I'm here. Yeah.
I'm sure there's more to that story, but
It was definitely the mustache.
who knows what may be?
Yeah.
Who knows what may be entered into
That was
your
the dead giveaway right there.
into your personal files? As he puts the file under into his drawer.
God. I thought they got rid of those.
No. They follow you. It's okay. They follow you.
It's okay.
I wouldn't believe everything that's in there, boss.
But I went to the academy with. Your captain is is an old friend of mine, so why would I disbelieve him?
He just doesn't have the information.
Taylor
That's all I'm
is
saying.
wide-eyed, looking between Shireen and Sergeant Olo, like, there's a connection.
The conspiracy board's updating.
All right. Well, I think we've had enough talk now. It's time to go home. You said. All right. See you later. See you tomorrow. Bright and early.
If you guys want, you can come over to my house. You come sleep over there since we'd already be at the Eastern.
Well, we'll have to come back here anyway to get the disguise set up.
Oh, that's true. I'll just send a letter
here.
ahead. I'll just send a letter ahead for tomorrow then. Tell them to clean up. Swear to God, if they left all the shoes out at the front door again.
They'll probably be stolen.
Right. There'll be
Do they wear
reckoning.
shoes?
You know, that's why I tell them not to leave them outside. First off, where'd you get the shoes from, Bubbies? Second off, you don't leave them in plain sight. People keep on stealing them.
That's probably why they've got the shoes.
It's so true.
Because they've stolen them from others.
So
You know,
true.
I would not be surprised. Some of these, especially the twins, they're a bit tricksters.
Anyway, before we have our rest for the night, Taylor, do you have any healing left? Yeah. So that
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so if you use that up and reset for the next day, we probably should be at full health.
I'm only 2 down from max. So what I
Oh.
could do is use the 2 action one, which does the D10 plus 8 on everyone's singular, rather than
Or
the
you could do the
1d8
burst.
I
But
don't know.
the
What's
burst is
more
everybody, and the
effective?
burst resets.
Well, yeah, if
The burst
Yeah, but
resets.
the burst is like a 1d10.
Not
But it
everyone
doesn't
like
get the additional d8.
true, but not everyone's like really hurt. Is what?
yeah,
Who's really hurt? Ezra.
Fine. I'm
Well,
fine.
no, it's
Fine.
more of just use it up so that we start the day with max health
Yeah.
instead of
Because in
So it's just a
Pathfinder,
matter
you
of
don't heal everything.
yeah.
yeah. Do you want me to do like the burst heal, which is like a d10?
It doesn't matter at
Yeah.
this point. So
You
No,
could probably
I
do
still
the
need
you
to
could probably do
roll
the
it.
burst. As in, you could probably do like the positive energy burst is what I was talking about, not the spell
Yeah.
burst. And if anyone's still low from that, then you could do that.
Do a singular.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
we don't need to go through that. You all get healed, and we can just montage off.
What?
But before, oh my god, yes, you can get healed in your like,
How much
in the
healing do I
guards.
get?
You can get healed back to full.
Hey.
Yeah, all
Because
right.
like no one was really that far down,
It's
Back to being crazy again.
Yeah.
Woo.
and they do
Crazy
have a
wrist.
medical section.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
And you've also just donated a magical item. So they're like, oh,
They
okay.
like
it's-
us.
Can I go try to snag it back?
Takes back.
Hey,
to
I gotta take a look at the evidence
Okay.
and
So
then check this out.
we're going to take a break. So we'll have the Sounds of Syrinscape. We're going to do the Baldur's Gate encounters sound set and just have some music coming from that. I enjoy that. We'll be back shortly. I've also got a surprise during the break as well. I've got an unboxing to do, which I will do through the break. Won't be long, but there's some cool stuff that I've got a box here that's full. And I haven't opened it because it's cool stuff. So I'll be back with that shortly too. Everyone else will be muted, so you won't hear them. So they can talk freely and yell.
We'll
at
just
me
be
and blah,
heckling
blah.
him in the background.
Yeah, all right.
It's happened before. I've had cast members, because we used to do the whole come to me first, then go, hi, and welcome to the show. And they're telling jokes, trying to make me laugh, trying to distract me. It's all the time. Used to, at least. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Thanks for sticking around. We will be back soon. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
I am an undercover person.
Hey,
but
welcome to the channel. My name's Karsh, and thank you for coming in. Thank you for sticking around. We did have that little bit of a, oh my god, we got free stuff from Free
very
League Publishing.
exciting.
Yeah, free stuff is always awesome.
Yeah, what's awesome is a small channel like us being supported. I think that's the big thing there. So, yay, we're back, and we've had a little bit of healing on the break, a little bit of healing prior to our adventurers going to sleep that night. They used up all their spells, which, yeah, how's this going to work? Because
I got all my stuff back.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
right.
our
Morning.
I took a long rest.
that's on morning.
What do you mean it's
That's
on
the
morning?
Oh
morning.
no, were we getting woken up in the middle of the night? It's not morning yet.
You're woken up by the night sergeant by being roughly pushed out
We
of
should
bed.
have gone to the we should have gone to the vet's house.
You've not meant. I know it was totally going to happen. Like I could, if you went to Deirdre's house to stay, I couldn't have ran this.
Ah, I should have been nicer to the old lady.
It should have been nicer.
Yeah.
You've not met Sergeant Demison before, but the angry dwarf ignores your protests and starts hunting around the room for the rest of your squad. After you're all, again, roughly pushed out of bed to wake you up,
It's not my shift yet.
the dwarf is like, "You lot, you're investigating the disappearances, right? A group
Yes.
of reporters come in of a suspicious man may be responsible for some of the disappearances in a local bar called the Painting Pixie. The owner sent a messenger. He says that the man's come in and you'll probably, we need you to get dressed up, civilian clothes, and get out there immediately. It's already late. So, by the way, there's also suspicion that he's a mage or he's a wizard. So, good luck with that. You'll knock at the back door at the servants' entrance. The password is octopus for some reason. The owner's name is Derek.
A likely story.
So, get dressed. Come on.
All right.
Be gone with you.
I hope we're getting overtime for this.
Civilian clothes too. Don't forget that.
Oh my God! Thank you for my donation, Neurocroc.
And
Yay.
Neurocroc, thank you for donating for the redemption. That's a hero point. For
Looking out
Deidre.
for us.
Deidre needs all the hero points. She's got nothing, just gumption and spunky
What
attitude.
was the name of the sergeant? The night sergeant?
I'm not sure. Sergeant Demison.
Sarge. Oh, Dennison. I'm gonna write that down too. Oh,
So
come on,
Sergeant
Dennison.
Demison-
Can't this wait till tomorrow?
Painting Pixie is the
Bar?
is the bar. Owner's name is Derek.
Yep.
And copy and pasting off from my own notes here, and knock on the servants' entrance with the password of octopus. And
Is it
as you
just
say-
octopus or the for some reason as well?
No, that's just my copy.
There was
and
no apostrophe kind of thing. So I was like, maybe that's the whole phrase.
pasting. My notes of my stuff, my scenarios. So I do have to ask, what do you look like in civilian clothes?
Drawn it yet? This is really hard to put me on the spot like this.
I know, because you usually draw your characters.
Yes.
Let me guess. On the break, you're drawing what you're going to look like from the nightclub scene. Is that what you're doing?
No, I was gonna wait for you to show us what we had available. Taylor doesn't know how to go undercover, guys.
Right?
She knows the
and we have to-
theory. She's gonna have to look to Shireen to be teach me your ways.
Yeah, I mean,
In session 0, Chibi will actually draw her character.
Yes.
Yeah. She's really quick and really great. So, yeah. By the end of session 0, can I get an artist brief? Here it is. Oh, okay. There, it's already drawn. Thank you.
I think I'm the last one to send you an artist brief, though, funnily enough.
Yeah. But it's already fully drawn. Yeah. Because it's already done. But anyway, so we'll start with, say, Ezrak then. Ezrak,
Okay. Yeah.
civilian clothes.
Luckily he was managed to get some pants that fit well. However, was unfortunate in finding a shirt that is a little bit too large.
So kids shorts, but say teenager shirts, a bit longer, a bit
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kids shorts, which he made an improvised tail hole, and a shirt that is a little baggy for him.
Okay. We'll go to Taylor next. Chibi. Yeah, you got a little bit more extra.
What season is it at the moment? Is it cold at night or?
We've never really explored that.
Yeah.
We've never really needed to explore that.
As a female, I need to know what my environment
True.
is so I know to dress appropriately.
Do I need 12 scarves? 1 scarf? How many scarves?
We'll say it's spring, Because festivals usually start in the spring.
Okay. So she would be wearing like 3/4 pants kind of thing, just so that her cat feet don't get caught up in the legs or anything like that. And she'd be wearing probably like a loose, oversized kind of jumper in like a nice warm yellow for spring. Just something nice, loose and casual.
Okay. What would Deirdre be wearing?
Deidre's, because we're going undercover to a bar, we know Deidre's been to a couple of these places. She's dressed up, she's put on a snazzy little polo, buttoned it up, put on some good khakis, halfling khakis, but then has put on a cardigan, and then this cardigan's black, and then on the back in red, it's been crocheted. She did it herself. She'll give you the pattern if you ask. But on the back, it's got crocheted onto it, "Thug for Life," just so the environment a bit more. I know it's a short notice. Be like, this is all I can do, guys. And she's still got her hair. She's got the curls in her hair, and she's like, let me just take these out real quick, and then you guys keep going. I'll be taking these out. And so she's looking good.
Shireen, how does Shireen look?
So Shireen looks like a straight up criminal, like total rogue. And like if you saw her walking down the street, you would cross the street because your purse would get cut in 2 seconds and she would dart off. She's got elven ears though, and they look pretty good. Like dirt on the face. Some pretty snazzy looking like jewelry. Like really kind of goldish looking bracelets. They look like they're really expensive. Like I've stolen them. And I have nothing that's going to identify me as a cop. I can't bring the nightstick. I just have a dagger. I have my hand crossbow, and that's it.
I would just like to amend Taylor's description to say that she's probably underneath her like sweater. She's probably wearing like a button-down top. So she looks like a promising young student from the Wise Quarter who's just probably ended up in the wrong place because she would not know how to dress appropriately for this place.
Okay. We're just going to a bar. This is not the nightclub which you're planning on.
Oh, no.
It's just a bar.
She looks like the otter student who suddenly wound up in a drinking hole and didn't know how she got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naturally, Ezerek would still keep his rapier on him with, just in case the license as well.
Is it bound?
Yeah.
Okay. So binding is like a little bit of a wire piece knot to stop you from using your weapon. If someone's used their weapon, people can see that they've used it because it's not longer bound. So that's why I was asking if it's bound for those watching.
Deidre, under her cardigan, has packed the heavy crossbow, but made it look like she's got a hump, like a grandma hump.
A grandma hump with like a thing sticking up here, which is like the foot stirrup. And
it's too long. Okay, if it's
big.
too long, you can do it. Too big. Okay, I did. Never mind then. Don't worry about it.
A heavy crossbow is about the size of Deirdre.
Oh, okay. I guess I was thinking in human terms.
You're manning like a freaking turret.
I am.
If you're like someone like an orc, you'd look like a ballista.
Okay.
Like in size. That's how big a comparison is to you. It's big.
What in the world are you carrying this around?
Deidre's only got upper arm strength. No, leg strength. No arm strength.
Maybe next time we should get one size for a halfling instead of a human.
No, I love it. Let me. I'll take my cane with me instead, and I haven't really time to work on my potions, so I've got what's my last one left? I've got one maximum overdrive left for tonight. That's it. So use it wisely.
Any potions? Anything else?
That's all I have left. I haven't had time since we didn't get a full sleep. I didn't have time to tinker and make anything.
Yeah.
So I've got one potion from today.
Okay.
Today.
Here we go.
So you head out into the night. You don't know how late it is at night. Last night when you went out, it was really busy. Tonight it's less busy. It's a bit cooler than expected. And you just, as I said, you just don't know how much sleep you have. Just more the fact that you need far more sleep than you have gotten.
Oh, this job.
You head out. Finding the painting picture, not too difficult to do. Finding the back door, though, you have to head through a maze of shacks and alleyways and etc. Can I have a survival, please, from the person taking the lead in where you're going? So
I'm
just
taking the
one.
lead. And I'm trying to maintain my distance from them too, because they're like, oh god, these people. Okay, I'll do. What is it? What is it? Stealth, you said, or
survival?
Survival. Okay.
Because you're navigating dark alleys and
I guess I am in
navigating
front.
at night time. There's no real lights in the alleys for the most part.
Wouldn't that be more like?
I'm totally doing the cat thing where I'm like licking my paw and like trying to wash my face to wake up a bit.
Wouldn't that be more like society?
You can
navigate the streets.
You can. It's not arguing. It's debating and pleading for a different role. And yes,
Please.
it can do society.
All I have is a +4. That's not a huge difference, but. Oh god damn it!
So after about half an hour,
I think we're going the right way. This way.
You end up in a dead end.
I know this neighborhood.
There's no doors.
All right,
They must have changed it.
Let me try.
Yeah, okay, but I think we're going the right way.
All right.
So, with the Precipice Quarter, the main feature is the fact that about 10 years ago, there was a big earthquake, and some of it went down into the sea. The others just collapsed. So there's a lot of little alleyways and bits and pieces. With Ezrex leading the way, you find ways over like some of the rubble that's still around, and you kind of get yourself back on track. You find yourself, well, you're not in the dark, but everyone else is, because you can see in the dark, with a door with an octopus on it.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's not a very good password. If it's got an octopus right here, are we gonna say octopus like it's some kind of special code?
All right. I'll just knock.
Ezric, I don't think you brought us to the right place. I think I was on the right track.
I'll just knock, ignoring Shireen.
Knocking on the door, it's opened up, and you see a cooking staff member with food that's been like over the night being cooked, and some of it's on. And says, "Yes,
Octopus. We're here to speak to Derek."
Oh, Derek said there was someone going to say something stupid like that. Yeah, I'll come through. Please don't touch anything. We're trying to keep everything sanitary for cleaning. Come through, please. Come. And he ushers you through the kitchens and into almost like a side office, where an elderly half elf is sitting there, dressed quite well, and says, "Oh, yes, please sit down. I wanted to bring you in the back just so I can speak to you without like showing you anything that."
By the way, I'm looking around at everything I see very closely, looking for potential like criminal activity or whatever they're trying to hide here.
You've gone from a back door from a kitchen to an office, backing onto the kitchen. So
do I see anybody else? No one else, right? No.
There's not really anything else. You can hear in the distance like the tavern noises, but you haven't really seen anything.
Is there a particular reason you needed us to go through the rear?
Well, that way that I can speak to you before you turn up into the place, and so I can actually say who you're looking for, and etc.
I'm surprised this guy believes we're cops.
Well, I asked for you, and apparently you said the password, so of course I believe you for who you are.
All right.
Who else will you be?
Yeah, I'm a cop.
So why do you think that they're in cahoots with all the missing persons?
I was speaking to one of the officers today. Came in just for a chat, and this guy he's been semi-regular for the last few weeks. He's he always comes here early, has his food, has like just very light amount of like drink, just sits there reading his book. But he finds the place which has the best view of the establishment. So he has a view of the door, has a view of the kitchens, it's suspicious. Doesn't mingle, doesn't do anything, just sits there reading his book.
Are you saying that I'm awake at 2 a.m. because this guy gives you the heebie-jeebies?
It's not just that. At the end of the night, when it's quiet like it is now, he'll get up, he'll go to the most attractive woman here, and they work off together. This guy's not a looker. This shouldn't be happening. I think he's using magic. I'm pretty sure he's using magic, and it's his spellbook that he's reading. And then that's what he's doing.
We're here at 3 a.m. because some failed Casanova knows a spell or two.
I mean, but this is better. Like, if you get the heebie-jeebies, that means nothing to me. But if this man is abducting these ladies and doing untoward things to them without their consent, then we have a very big issue.
Yeah.
It's either magical witchcraft. It has to be. Okay. One look at this guy, and it's one of those two.
Okay. So none of these ladies have been seen again?
Well, I can't remember them coming back here.
Right.
This guy's here right now?
They're not regulars as well. So yeah, he's here right now. He's in the corner.
All
right. You'll know him when you see him, but he's the one with the cape, the book. He should be by himself. Hopefully there's no one with him. If there's someone with him, I would urge you to act straight away, because he's already made his move, maybe.
Okay.
You know, I feel like maybe one of us could try to be a potential bait for this guy.
It's me, isn't it?
That's right. That's what I was going to say.
I'm still quite a looker. I mean,
sure
my dead husband, bless him in the spirit, he would tell me every day, gosh, Deidre, you just keep on looking better and better like fine wine. And I think I could really pull him in if I use my feminine wiles.
Who might argue with that? That sounds great. Can I assist somehow with this? I would love to see this be pulled off.
We don't know what he's into.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean,
but how
he's into the best, and we have the best.
I was like, how could you resist this? And it's just, think of like almost, like the Golden Girls, almost looking kind of like.
But which Golden Girl?
Like idea.
I want to say B. Arthur, but I mean, I don't have enough sass to pull it off.
This is the best idea.
Yeah. So I'll be more than I can bait him.
Derek's just.
I believe that.
Look, you do what you need to do. If you can keep it quiet, please. We do have some people here still. I don't think. Just please, please make sure he doesn't blow the place up with his magic. And that also means don't blow it up in trying to apprehend him as well.
So what sort of magic have you seen? Do we know that he's using magic, or you suspect it?
With what he's doing, he must be.
I've seen some things, though, you know.
It could just be magic of money.
We're here. We might as well figure it out.
He goes up to them. He goes up to them, says something, and they just swoon over him and leave with him.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. We'll investigate and see if there's anything more to this.
Okay, I say we have to go all in separately.
Yeah.
So, and then we got to work, of course, as a team. Deidre's going to do a great job, drawing him in. And then when he takes her out, we're going to see what happens.
It's true. And I'm going to be like mysterious and aloof.
Yeah, you might want to drink one of those charisma dealies if you got one.
My charisma
that probably wouldn't hurt.
About that.
Be great.
About that.
Taylor, can you believe this?
You guys see how it's
Taylor's
done, kitties.
I think in the manual it says if you're going to do something like this, where you're going to go inside and try to suss someone out, and they have a known pattern of leaving the establishment, there should always be someone on the outside waiting to tail them should they get away.
Yeah.
True. You don't want all of this honeypot to be taken like he's Winnie the Pooh. So you gotta make sure you can stop him.
I don't mind waiting outside. I kind of want to see this happen. But if you need somebody out there to follow, I'm pretty good at that. So,
Ezerek's got
mission
night
first.
vision.
Oh,
I vote for Ezerek.
I second that.
And,
Right.
and the guy seems to
Wholeheartedly.
be only interested in women, and I don't think we didn't come prepared to dress Ezerek up as a woman. So
True.
Well,
Although
you
would look
we could take
just
the time.
divine in a wig. I feel.
Seriously. Seriously.
Hey, kobold women don't have
Okay.
long hair.
Oh, well, you would
Well.
still look divine in a wig, though. I
Yeah.
think you could really pull it off. It would match your scales really nicely. Really complement your color
So-
scheme.
do you think we should have two people go in, two people stay out? Because like if he leaves and then suddenly 3 people try to leave directly after him, that's really suspicious looking.
It's very important, I think, that I be in the bar for this.
I'm happy to
What
wait
if-
outside.
What
Yeah,
if we,
let's.
what if we
yeah,
3
so
ladies go in and we could be like a group, like a ha ha ha, like a group of gal pals going out for a
The
rowdy
problem
night
is
at the drinking establishments.
I think that's a great idea, except for we would immediately raise alarm from anybody because we don't belong. We don't look like we hang out together. I mean, looks deceive. Of course, we're all friends here, but people would immediately suspect the 3 of us
let's
going in
just
there.
get this over with. I'll.
Ezerek,
Yeah.
just 1 second. We're trying to plan. So we should go in separately, and I'll make sure to stay in there to make sure everything goes
Okay, I'm just going to, while you're planning, I'm just going to walk into the actual area.
Are you coming in from the back, or are you going all the way around to get into the front door?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'll go in through the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe one of you guys can pose as like a barmaid or something, and I'll go in through the front door.
That's right. We have the owner here. Hey, owner.
My name is Derek, but yes.
Mr. Derek, yes. We're going to need 1 barmaid suit, please.
Well, if you
Yeah,
just
I
go,
didn't want to risk by the time you finish planning, he's already gone.
Good,
Right,
good.
he's
Go
gonna
check
get
it out.
He's gonna get dressed, and I'm gonna slowly make my way towards the front.
we
There
don't
you
really
go.
have uniforms for the bar, so if you are just behind the bar watching, then that's okay. You'll be a bar staff.
All right,
But
I'll
they're
do
not
that.
real
Well,
uniforms.
Taylor, it's you or me. I mean, whatever you want to do. You want to know what? This might be a good chance for you to get some undercover experience. You want to be the bartender? That'd be amazing. You could do it.
I was prepared to wait outside.
Oh,
we'll
this
set
is
you up
an
with one-
opportunity.
We'll set you up with one of the waitresses, and they can at least bring you in as a trainee and
Oh, be a
make it a bit easy for you.
Trainee. Just go along with it. You don't have to know anything.
Okay, I
Nice,
can do
rookie.
this.
You
Yeah,
certainly
you
come
can.
across as a trainee.
Oh, come on.
She like
Come
stands up
on,
even
Derek.
straighter.
What's going on here? We're here to help. You don't have to. Okay,
No, I mean,
anyway,
she sounds nervous.
you're all right.
And she sounds like that's what a trainee would be, like sounding
That's
nervous.
excitement.
She's
All right,
already in
well,
character.
it works,
I'm
yeah.
making way to the front.
So you're going around, or are you coming straight from the back door?
I'm going around.
Okay. So can you do a society or a survival to actually find the front? No, I'm kidding.
As society, yeah.
What?
I'm
We're gonna
kidding.
plus
You
10
can
on
find
this.
you can find the front door. You can find your way to it.
Be like, guys, couldn't make it in.
Don't trust this GM.
Taylor, you're brought to the front through the back.
This is the best.
One of the wait staff is with you. So, so I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm supposed to like listen to you if something happens.
Train.
I'm also to train you. So okay.
I am here to keep you safe. And do I have to like polish glasses or something, or like?
Just sit here, like stand. Just look. Most of the night when it's like quiet like this, or at the end of the night like it's like now, we just sit here or stand here and just wait. Talk usually, but so who are you? What? And she'll just.
And then she'll go into like a chat with her, and she will actually check for the corner that she was told about. And so she see a guy with a cloak and the book there and stuff.
In the corner of the tavern, And Azrak, as you walk in as well, you do notice that in the corner of the tavern, there's a man almost in the shadows, like not like edgelord-like, but almost in the shadows. There's a light behind him, and it's casting shadows over his face, so you can't really see him fully. He has a book in front of him, a large volume that's opened up. Leather-bound, very rich, like papers and whatnot. Very expensive looking. He's wearing a cloak with a high collar, with some gold filigree around it. Green cloak at that, gold filigree. His shirt looks like it's also well made, but when you look at his face, it's just this ugly looking human that looks like he's been like non-shaven, but not really have like a refined beard. The clothes do not match the person. They really do not. And just the way he's sitting, it's not sitting with confidence, but he's slouched over and reading, and the whole of him looks out of place. And yet he's by himself in the corner. Most of the people are gone. There's only a few people here and there in the tavern itself at their tables. A few women, few men. What looks to be a couple of goblins sitting together having like some dice games. But he just looks out of place toward like from himself.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the bar, climb up onto one of the stools, and order a drink.
Yep. Taylor, your first drink.
What? Jill's like, wait, one second, and then she's gonna look around and like try to find the drink that he's asked for, and like looking at the wait staff, like,
It's a slower process than what it should
best.
be. As someone that's worked in a bar, Game Reaper, it's not the quickest process.
Shireen, by the way, while this is going on, kind of just stays in the shadows, but sneaks and tries to get behind our suspect, like in a tail behind, as close as I can. I'm just going to sit right behind him.
Corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no behind. The room is not well lit at this stage. The candles are a bit lower than what they should be, or what they would have been at the start of the night. The fire's a little bit low. There's not a huge amount of light being portrayed across the place, but there's enough to still be
in the opposite corner and be edgier.
Well. So I sit as close as I can to him, between him and the front door, and I sit at whatever empty tables I'm going to be able to get away with sitting there without being noticed, and I pull my hand crossbow and I have it pointed at him.
Okay.
While I'm sitting there.
So you can find an interceding spot, but I would like. Well, this is very much me rolling for your stealth here, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Goodness.
Because in Pathfinder, I get to roll your stealth.
Or
you
deception.
Don't get to know.
Or deception, because I'm trying to fit in.
Well, you're fitting in. Fitting in, that's one thing, but it's the weapon is what I'm talking about for the stealth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a separate thing.
I've got it out. I've got it drawn underneath.
And you've
the
got
table.
it and you've got it hidden. That's the stealth.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Got it under a jacket.
Nice call, GM. Fair.
Yeah, just hiding
That's what
it
I
under
always
the
say
table.
about you. Very fair. Very
No, I'm
honest and
not.
fair.
Stop trying to suck
Like
up.
it's like the gun under the table will be like,
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
And then the producer coming back 20 years later and re-editing it, so Han shoots second instead of first, like the original. Wait, no.
Ooh, yeah. Yep.
Did that happen? Who knows? Because they won't release any of the original footage anymore.
Well, I'm gonna shoot first.
My little gripe there. So a wait staff comes over, notices the crossbow under the table.
I say, beat it.
She doesn't mention anything, but you just see.
Okay.
And what would you like to drink? Our kitchen's really closed
Beat
for
it.
food. Thank you. And she turns and
Yeah.
you see Taylor, the staff member, not happy as she comes back from your friend.
Okay. I'm guessing that in the entire... Okay, I'm just going to, after getting my drink, just look around the tavern, see how well the others are blending in?
Fairly okay. Well, Taylor's right in front of you.
We're awesome.
So she just
After
like the
I've
idea
served
of
the
being,
drink,
Yeah.
I'm turning around to look at all the drinks on display, and I'm trying to memorize them. So I know that if someone asks for another drink, I'll know exactly where it is.
Trying to be the best trainee, no matter the
Yes.
job.
and right now you're going, where's my? I really, really wish I brought my notebook.
I'm feeling the loss.
And you would have written,
There's an empty
you've drawn
space
them all
in my
down,
pocket.
and no, drawn them all down. So what is Deirdre doing? We've set the scene for the most part. Deirdre.
Come on, babe.
So,
Take the town.
Deidre waits a second outside the door. Just like clutches. She's got like a little locket on her chest. She's like, just know, Jonathan, I'm not cheating on you. You are dead, but you're still gonna be my number one. But I have to do this, for the kids. Okay.
I thought his name was Harold.
I forgot
yeah.
his name.
Timothy.
Who was this new man?
No, it was Harold. I forgot his name. Don't mind me. Don't worry, Harold. I forgot your name for a second. That's the Alzheimer's acting up.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
It happens to the best of us. It's good.
right. Oh,
I wish
I'll go
Kayla
in.
heard that because there'd be a new conspiracy theory.
Before she goes in, though, she'll unbutton one of the little pole. Just one. So it's all the way up, and now it's one loose.
and the new jewelry which you have.
Oh, the brooch. The brooch is nicely pinned on the cardigan still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, making it look real snazzy.
The Minkaran brooch which you just forgot to hand back or talk about.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. In fact, no, I guess it's my brooch now. It's what they would have wanted. I go in and I'll head up to the bar and I'll be like, barkeep, I'm going to need a glass of wine. 2 glasses of wine.
Taylor?
We have many fine wines available for your purchase.
I'm sure
are
whatever
you
you
after?
choose is fine. Whatever you choose is fine. Just 2 wines.
Do you want a red and I'll give you 1 red and 1 white.
I love it.
The staff member just, as you say, just one. And as you start reaching for one, she then takes your hand
Slaps my hand.
and just, not slapping, but takes your hand and starts moving with you with your hand to the cheaper end of the wines
Yeah.
underneath the bar.
Okay.
Correct.
And then like gets you out and she gives you a smaller cup than
Perfect.
the big
Yes.
jug you're going to hand over, more of a wine glass, and then sends you back.
What a great trainee you have there. I'll take it and I'll look around and then I'll make direct eye contact, or at least try to, with the man in the corner booth.
There's still the shadows that play from seeing the corner, and he's still very much looking into his book.
Excellent. So I'll just start sauntering up there. Like, the hips won't allow a saunter anymore, but you can see that an effort is trying to like make them, like, you could tell maybe at one point she might have been a sensual snake, but maybe not anymore, but still trying to work it a little bit. And it's just like walking up like real casual, and then we'll get to the table and just lean on it and be like, you seem like a mysterious, brooding stranger. I'd love to hear a story. And I'll slide like one of the wine glasses over. Do you mind if I have a seat?
He looks up. Again, terribly ugly, like horrendously ugly. Now you can see in the light.
He has like the face of a pug or something.
He just
Is
abysmal.
he a Shuni pretending to be a human?
He looks up from his book, and can I get a perception, please? I'll do this one. I'm
Okay.
still not used to me doing the perceptions for
No,
other
that I
characters.
do have. I have keen eyes, if that means anything.
Keen eyes. What does that usually do for you, though?
Keen eyes are sharp and allow you to make out small details about concealed, invisible creatures, anything you may miss. +2, all the other fun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see the edge of the book as you're walking up, and written on the edge of the book. I'll bring this back up because I had to close it down. Written on the edge of the book, it says, "Book of Love Poems." By Esteban the Magnificent.
Yes, I was hoping this was going to be excellent.
And as he looks up, he says, "You must be a wizard, for I have fallen under your spell tonight."
Oh, you're so charming. Well, thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you must be a natural 20.
Ooh,
Hey!
such a sweet talker. Do you normally talk to all of your ladies like this?
I didn't remember summoning an angel, but here you are. And the lines don't get better,
No,
but they
and
keep going,
I was
and they
like,
keep going.
and I
and they
love
keep
every
going.
single one of them. You don't understand. I unironically love every single one of them.
You never had this kind of
Yeah.
attention.
I
This is
imagine
the bodice
Daedra's-
ripper I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, I
Yes.
imagine Daedra's husband. That was how they met.
Yes. This,
So-
in fact,
Harold.
this is exactly how they met.
Yeah.
So now you're there, you can see that clearly, Book of Love Poems and Pickup Lines by
Yes.
Esteban the Magnificent.
Yes.
He introduces himself. Please sit down. Introduces himself as Esteban the Magnificent, the traveling bard from the city of Castellon, Empire of Wilton. I've come to the festival that has brought great fame to your city. I wish to write about it and experience it in full.
Oh, well, of course, you gotta.
Would you be part of my journey for this experience of mine?
I would love to, especially if you keep talking to me sweet like that, Esteban.
Oh no, I think it's working on her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Seeing that this is apparently working, I'm going to just,
No, don't.
yeah, I'm just going to finish my drink and then make my way outside first. Yeah.
Phew.
I'll
Nobody
stand
makes
up.
a move.
I'll stand up and I'll be like, I might be a little bit shorter, but if you'll give me your arm, I'd love to accompany you. And I'll
And-
like,
And he folds up his book and puts it in a what looks to be a very rough pouch
Yeah,
under
yeah.
his cloak, and stands up with you and walks out with you.
what do I actually know about anything about an Esteban the Magnificent? Like, if he's a renowned bard, would I know about?
I don't know. Let's see how your society is.
Is this a you roll or a me roll?
I think this would be a me roll.
Okay, you roll.
You
I keep up in times because gossip is real and we got
do. You've got +6 in your society. You don't know about an Esteban Magnificent,
Mhm.
but there's a few other things that just doesn't really sit well with you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
starting where?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Starting with where he's from.
Yes.
You can't remember a city called Castellon.
Yeah.
Also Castellon. And you've
book.
never heard of an empire called Wilton.
That's why I'll be like, so tell me more about this Castellon. I've never heard of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sounds so exotic. I've only been
Nice
here my whole
job.
life.
Where I'm from is unimportant. It's you that are an important thing here. You are the most important thing in the room, and for this night, you are the most important thing in this city.
Oh my god. Thanks. Oh, you're just such a charmer. Like, if I were just a bit younger. I'm
you're
still
I
pretty-
think you are young enough for a person like myself. Being young at heart is the most important thing.
Oh, well then call me 22 again, because I'm about as young as they get on the inside.
And if you're leaving, you're leaving.
Oh yeah, I'll leave. I'll leave with them. Like I said, I hope he like puts his like arm down or something, and then I'll like grab it. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I announced it really loud to the room.
Mhm.
So Shireen just waits a second to see if anybody else gets up who might be with him. And if I don't see anything, I follow, stealthily behind, or deceptively behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a perception and a stealth for Sheree.
And I'll be like, oh, what big plans do we have tonight? Do you want to go dancing? Do you want to go look at the stars underneath all this lighting?
I thought that you could show me where you live, maybe.
Oh, yes. I'll take you right back to my home for tonight.
Which is, of course, the barracks
This
of
is
the police.
working
But
so well.
100%.
Or going all the way to Eastgate.
No, we're not going all the way to Eastgate.
Yeah, you don't have to take them really to your house. You can just say you're going to the house.
Yeah.
So you don't notice anyone else getting up or leaving.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you think you're subtle about pulling back the crossbow and equipping that again without anyone seeing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, how long have you been in town, Esteban, since you're from out of city?
I've been in town for about a month now. It's been an interesting. I like to get here early for something as grand as this festival to learn about what goes on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
It creates a more fitting illustration of the events when you're writing it down in text. You can explore it more fully.
Anyway, once
Nice.
they leave the painting pixie,
Panting, Pixie.
panting, right? Right. Then I will just try and tail them.
Okay. So that's a stealthy check there from Ezra.
Yeah.
What is Taylor doing back at the bar?
Hey, we didn't finish planning, so no one told her what to do after everyone leaves.
Now you've got a job at the bar.
You work there now.
She is. Ew.
You did hear me say
Don't
that I
follow
am
that.
leaving, though.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, she knows you're leaving, but it's like, it's from her perspective, it's weird if a staff member suddenly just leaves.
It's true. It's
True.
true.
You could go out the
It's true.
back.
So Taylor's gonna be like,
It just stays
man,
there.
Her sense of responsibility is like, this is my new job now.
Yeah, right. I gotta stay undercover. This is my cover.
She'll look at the barmaid who's with her and just say, I think I need to throw something in a bin outside. I'll be back. And then she'll start kind of like going from around the bar and go outside.
Okay. You know that going around, there is a possibility of getting lost.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
But you're a cat. So you climb up over.
Ooh.
You climb up over and back onto the street into a darkness so you don't get spotted, and then you start following behind where you think you can see them in the distance. And
Okay.
I'm sure Deidre is not being subtle about
Oh,
the
God, no.
conversation.
Yeah.
Just
So-
laughing really loudly. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
giving us a good chance to follow at a distance and keeping him his attention focused solely on her.
Mm-hmm. And where is Deidre leading?
Oh, I'm gonna take him like I'm gonna see him some. I mean, I am gonna see him some of the sites. Let's be honest. So I'll be
Mhm.
like, "Well, this is one of my new favorite places."
It's
just-
very, very late.
yeah, and I'll be like,
Some of the
"This is-"
speculation of the times being 2 or 3 is more accurate than you think.
and I'll be like, "Oh, do we got this area right here?" But I think the best place would be my home, and so I'll start leading him towards the barracks.
Yeah.
Which is not where he is expecting.
And I go, "Yeah, my house is past the god's house, which is a bit weird, but it keeps the neighborhood safe and the rent is cheap, which is really, what most people are looking for nowadays."
Can I get a can I get a diplomacy, please, from that one?
I'm rolling
A
it.
persuasion, yeah. I'll let you. I've been doing far too many secret rolls, so yes.
Okay, so dude, a deception diplomacy. Ooh.
Yeah, deception or just whichever one is more.
Or they're both the
fitting.
same.
I'm gonna try to close the distance
Okay.
though, because I can see them coming up on the barracks, so I don't want to be too far behind.
I want to use a hero point on that.
Yeah.
Are you
that's
sure?
an idea.
I mean, I got this really cool from Neuro, our friend Neuro. So I mean,
That's
I'm probably
right.
gonna spend one.
Neurocroc point.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's sponsoring this honeypot. Thank you, Nova. There we go. See, this is what happens when you send me points. They went so much better.
That's
So a
right.
19.
So he's distracted by your words just enough for you to get him into the front door of the actual of the police station itself.
And then as I I go, oh, I got something to tell you real quick. And I hope he bends down. And as he bends down, I cuff his hands and I go, I got you.
Oh no, we didn't wait for him to incriminate himself. But that's all right.
I'll ask for a sleight of hand for that one.
Oh man, I'm so good at that. Actually,
Yeah,
it's not as bad
What
as
is
we
that?
think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would a sleight of hand?
That would be
Thievery or
yeah.
that type of thing.
Thievery?
Yes.
Okay, thievery, that type of thing. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh man, yeah, we'll do a thievery.
Oh yeah, you got that?
Got
Oh
him.
no. Yeah.
You know, I'll let this one stand though.
You
Yeah,
sure you
that's
don't want to
fine.
spend another one?
No, it makes it more
my
exciting.
team's backing me up, but I'm already
Yeah.
in the
So,
precinct.
You somehow cuff yourself.
You know,
As
it could be.
Taking that, thank you. As you reach down to try to cover him, there's a mix-up where if he suddenly dawns where he is, and somehow in on the confusion of him running out the doors, the cuffs end up. You've got one cuff on your hand and one on your leg.
It's like,
Dang it again.
again.
As those that are following can see him run out the door at full speed, looking both ways, not actually seeing you because you're
Yeah.
pretty much decent enough. And
I
there's
don't
enough
hesitate.
distractions with the night
I
as
just-
well.
Okay.
I dart right toward him at full speed.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting this, but we have a chase scene.
Yeah.
Chase scene.
Chase.
Unfortunately,
Don't mess with
Kat,
me.
I don't think you're going to be involved in this one.
You know, and I'll be
Unless you can think of something creative.
While you're cuffed to a leg and a hand.
I could
Yeah.
uncuff. I would uncuff myself, and then I would chug my last potion of the day, my maximum nitros turbo overdrive. It's just espresso, kids. It's straight espresso right now.
Yeah,
And
but that might be what you need. That's some
Okay.
alchemical shit right there.
The strong brew.
So he starts with the distance on everybody. I'm assuming that everyone is around the same distance, even though you're spread out along the streets and you're left at different paces. So we'll just assume that Taylor caught up with Ezra and Shireen.
I did say I tried to close my distance.
You
though.
did, so you'll have a little bit less of a chance, a little bit
that's
less of a
right.
distance.
In
So
case you wondered what it is.
it's been a while, so I've got to actually look up the rules. I wasn't expecting this
Look at
part
that.
because you almost got him there.
I did. I jumped the gun. I got too excited. It's been so long since I've been the honeypot. Now, you know, just I thought it was too seductive.
Nice job. Nice job, sexy. I yell out as I start darting out there.
And now I can't find the chase rules. Where are the chase?
I feel like I've still got it.
Yeah. I don't even know the chase rules for
I can't
Pathfinder.
find it. It's there. Oh, there we go. It's taking a very long time to roll up, to find out. There we go. So, the first section is that there's just the pure bolt. So, instead of doing anything, instead of doing a skill check, in this one I want like an initiative,
Oh,
Okay.
like just a straight your reaction speed to the start of the chase, because he's straight up out the front doors. So
Okay.
your first reaction, the first part of this chase scene is him, oh my god, the sun's gone on and now it's time for to act. So can we do stealth initiative for this? you can do this is less stealth, this is more realizing that it's gone wrong.
Society
Like
or
the
something?
visual of this has gone wrong instead of the stealth.
All right, I'll just do
Okay.
perception.
All right.
I got a 17.
So I've got a low difficulty in this.
I want to use
if
a
you are
hero
paying
point on my
attention.
initiative.
You don't need to.
Okay.
So I only had like a 12 from that one.
I
So
want to be first.
Yeah, I was
If
going to
you
say, is
wanna
it
be
because you're not first?
Yeah.
You're always first.
All right, I won't.
it's
I
a
won't. I'll save
Dex-based
it.
character. So
Yeah.
you all react at the same time. You all notice it happening, and you all react at the same time. So the second round, he ducks into an alley, now noticing that you're like there's someone at least chasing. You can hear the footsteps. He's not looking behind, but you can hear those footsteps, and the chase is on. So he ducks into an alley. And can I have, like, how are people reacting? Are you going to try to follow down the alley with more of an athletics to try to keep the chase going that way? Are you going to try to get around and try to find another place to cut him off?
No, I'm just going to straight follow him.
Or survival.
Okay.
Or what other things are you going to try?
I would just survive.
I guess I'll try and navigate a shortcut.
So navigate a shortcut. That would be certainly the survival or society, just to know kind of the how the roads are to get around.
Right.
I don't see the initiative tracker. Am I not on it? Or
no, there's not an initiative tracker.
Oh, okay.
We're just doing one at a time, one thing at a time.
I see. Okay,
how
okay.
you're going. So survival, you try to cut off, and you might end up in front, you might end behind, but most likely you're going to end up in front with that one.
Okay. All right.
I would also use survival to see how fast I can slip these cuffs.
Yeah, if I notice that I'm going to end up in front, I'll try and hide and tackle him as he comes past.
That'll be the next round. So you've got Deirdre trying to slip the cuffs. So in the front of the police station, cuffed to yourself, struggling to uncuff yourself, that is not going to get you out of cuffs.
I'll re-roll using another one.
Using a
hero point.
Hero point goes.
Oh, good, it's lower.
You have the keys.
Oh man,
so
I can get that critical.
Yeah.
Give me that deck. Give me that deck.
This is doing in speed. This is in speed. We don't have a deck for skill checks, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Didn't make one for skill. But somehow you end up cuffing, like finding another pair of cuffs you didn't even know you had, and now you've got like both your legs are cuffed together, and you've got only one hand free, and like these aren't even your cuffs, and you don't know where you end up with this.
Downside, I'm double cuffed. Upside, in my inventory, I'm going to add another set of cuffs because these are mine. So
I will give you, yes.
You win some, you lose some.
I'm sure there would be like the night sergeant. There would probably be a night person at the front desk just watching.
Well, this is just in the front door. This is not to the but very close. I was surprised you didn't just ask for help.
You know, pride goeth before the fall, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for help the next round and be diplomatic, but right now I'm just going to be cuffed up.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong by pretending like you know what you're doing. That's how I roll. True. Yeah.
Yeah, just opening the doors and seeing a granny wearing thug life cuffed twice.
They're like, the cops got me.
Yeah.
They're bringing in the big boss.
So we've got, let's see, we've got the tracking. We've got, let's go to loud. That's the foot chase. So we've got,
I like it.
Ezrak carting off. We've got Deirdre trying to uncuff, or trying to now, like, failed the cuffing. Shireen, what's Shireen doing?
I'm just darting right after. I'm gonna tackle him. That's
so you're going to try for the athletics version to,
or I might throw a knife at him.
Jesus!
I might throw my dagger at him.
Jeez.
Okay, what would you like to do?
First, ask questions later. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's
the options on you. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm running full speed, and am I closing the distance?
Well, that's what the athletics will be for this round.
Okay.
So would you like to do athletics? Before I try to throw, or would you like to do a throw? This is your options here.
I'm gonna try to close the distance first before I get desperate.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm gonna do an athletics.
Would you like to?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Charge that hero point. Yeah.
Much
I'm just
different.
Full of ambition.
Much different.
Yeah.
So chase scenes are really cool for getting rid of hero points. I see.
So true.
Apparently.
Gotta put more in. Okay, so you're running after. You're getting closer. You hear Azric going somewhere else, but you don't look back. You're so focused straight ahead. Taylor, where's Taylor going?
I would have been following, and then would I be within range to use the Wand of Command to tell him to come towards me?
Ooh.
What's the Wand of Command's range?
Oh, that's fancy.
I don't know. I wasn't given the range.
Spell.
Look up the
okay,
command
sh-
spell. Yeah.
Unlimited.
Infinite. 12,000
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And-
Command 30 feet.
Okay, so
Could I get within 30 feet to use it?
I would say if you critical, oh sorry, no, if you pass pass in athletics, I'll give you a shot of that.
Okay. Do I want to re-roll it?
Do you want to re-roll it? I do have a number in mind for passing this to get closer. Do you want to re-roll it? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, using your hero point, using your re-roll, and you roll
Worse.
worse. So you're running down the street with your wand out, going. Hey, what are you yelling? Stop! Halt!
Come back.
Come back! Yeah, come back! Come back! Come back! And while like you feel it fizzing, you feel it like energizing, but you know that your target's out of range, so it's not actually like the magic isn't coming out of this wand. But you're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Okay.
Next round. Ezrek, you think you're going to be able to get in front of them? Can I get a stealth check?
Okay.
Okay. So you slip into the shadows. There are bonuses to that because it is a dark night. You can see in the dark. You can go into the darker shadows. So you think you're in front of him. You slip into the darker shadows. Holly, what are you doing?
So am I within tackling distance yet?
You need one more, and I'll get you your tackling distance.
All right, here we go. I pour it on.
Okay,
Like the Terminator.
with that,
Oh yeah. Woo!
with that, you're running up, and you leap out. You leap through the air. Ezra, can you do your tackle, please?
Okay. Will I be able to use devise a stratagem for this one?
Yes, you can, because you can see the person coming up. You can use your
Okay.
devise a stratagem.
Ooh, I'll burn a hero point for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Use them or you lose them.
Yep. So devising stratagem. Oh my
Yes.
So
Oh wow,
Yeah.
we're the best cops in the world.
Okay,
think
so
my hero
yeah,
point
that
is
will
broken.
end up
Mine's
as
hero, right?
a
He surrenders.
yeah.
So-
that will end up as a straight up 28.
there's two criticals happening here. So that's what's
He's
happening.
outclassed. Take that, criminal.
Chibi,
Yeah.
with Taylor running behind,
That's
going,
back.
"Come back, come back!" You see, Shireen just kind of burst of speed and do a leap through the air, tackling for the like leaping for his feet as he runs.
Slow motion.
As she grabs his feet, suddenly from nowhere, there's Ezrag leaping from some barrels on his head, and suddenly he goes from full speed this direction to tumbling across the ground along the street, with both of them grabbing onto him fully, and you're like, "Come back, come!" Oh,
Not so fast, buddy.
and you easily catch up.
Yeah. You're
Okay,
under
and
arrest.
I'm afraid we have some questions for you. If that's an understatement.
Deidre looks over to the cops at the desk and goes, I think my key doesn't work. If we can help me out real quick. Just do me a solid. Help me. And like I'll give him like the sad grandma eyes, like, can you help me?
Yeah. So
They had a bit of a tumble.
they
Got a bit of an accident.
some of the staff come out and help you with the locks, and now that there's some patience, they can help you with one of the locks because that's your own one. Now you've got a bit more time. The other one they don't know, like it's not actually company issue, like manacles. They it doesn't actually, so they need to actually pick it. And after a little bit of trying, by the time that everyone's back, they would have unpicked it for you, and
God,
they
I
just
don't-
I don't know
I don't
where
even
you
know where
picked
these I don't know
feel
where
like
these came from.
I almost feel like the second pair of handcuffs should be fluffy ones that were dropped by Esteban.
I wasn't going to point that out. I wasn't going to go that far. Thank you for
Like-
taking it that far, because it means I didn't have to. Thank you.
I mean,
It's all right.
they're very comfortable. I might keep them. You never know.
Yeah,
For
those
the
are Vadra's
nobles.
personal ones
So they-
now.
They're for the nobles, so it's a bit softer on the hands, for the delicate
Excuse me,
hands.
I'm upgrading these the second pair of handcuffs from standard manacles to fluffy manacles. Excuse me. Just get my character sheet.
Oh, God.
I'm done. Just like we've just arrested a guy, but we don't have any evidence.
Yeah. So you've both got this guy on the ground. He cannot move.
Where are you
With
running
Ezra
from,
around
Speedy?
his head, there's no way he's getting up.
Yeah.
He can barely speak. With you around his legs, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, I'm just going to put his hands behind his back and cuff him.
With his hands behind his back, you see underneath it, like in the tackle, you see like the clothes torn just a little bit, and see underneath that the clothes are not really the clothes of a nobleman or of a bard or anything like that. You see like now it's Ezra can see in the dark. You can see these like his boots aren't really good quality. They're like that doesn't match what his persona has come across as. And as you cuff him, he says, "But I didn't do a thing. What is wrong?"
What are you running from,
Yeah,
Speedy?
Who wants?
We have questions.
Questions? I only
Well,
found
first-
the book. I didn't take it. That's all
Give me
it
that
is.
book.
Oh, don't let the boy have his love poems. Look, you've been really sweet, but what if those other ladies that you've been taking home every night have been having you take home? Where are they?
They take me back to their homes.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, but where are they? Because they haven't been seen at the place. It's thought that they've been disappearing.
No, they don't disappear. They buy me gifts sometimes during the days, and sometimes they give me some of their husband's outfits. And
Oh, you're one of those little sugar babies.
But
I understand.
they might be a little bit embarrassed going back to the same spot. So I don't know why they're not going. It's perfectly harmless what two consenting adults do behind closed doors or in a dark street, alley, whatever.
Where'd you get the book?
Yeah.
I found it.
Where?
I found it in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
everyone else took everything else from the stuff, and they left the book, and so I got the book.
What? Where? What trash? People took the rest of the stuff? What stuff? What are you talking about?
Shireen, come here. He's got no home. He's a homeless man, and he's been getting with some elderly ladies using his sweet words, so that
Not
he
just
can
the
have
elderly
a-
ladies, but the young ones too.
Yes,
And
yes.
there's a smile.
You are such a charmer. Yes, yeah, and so that he can have a place to sleep. I've seen this before.
What are you saying? There's no crime here?
I mean, crime, maybe some infidelity, but we don't deal in that. That's a church thing, you know. Whatever
Besides, I believe prostitution is legal in Absalom.
Oh,
They
he's
don't
not
pay me, and I don't pay them.
Yep, it's true.
They just give me gifts sometimes. And I don't steal
Sure.
the outfits. I don't steal anything. Well, consensual.
So, is there any one of these friends of yours that you could tell us where we could find, a few of them? We have some questions about.
See, a lover
unrelated
doesn't kiss and
things.
tell.
We're not going to talk about you. we're going to go just make sure that they're okay, that they're alive. We've got some missing person reports, and we just got to close the case file. It's purely administrative.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the
Total
ladies,
lie.
and he smiles at that as actual ladies, wouldn't like you sniffing around, especially if their husband's around.
No, we just want to make sure that we see them
Yeah.
still there. We're not going to actually knock on the door and be like, "Oh, did you see this gentleman today?" No, we just want to make sure that they're home.
Yep.
Well, we'll keep it
While they're
discreet.
doing that, can Taylor check out the book?
You can check out the book, yep.
You don't want any more
It's
help
a
from us.
book of love poems and pickup lines.
What about
Very
sense
well
and
written.
magic?
So the lines I was saying, I just want to make this right now. They're from Ginny Dye. Check them out. She's amazing on
12 out of
YouTube.
10.
50 D&D pickup lines to
That's
celebrate her
funny.
50,000 subs. There's
D&D pickup line.
50 of them that are really, really good, and she's so amazing and really creative. So that was just a few of the ones that I could find that were clean. A lot of them go way further than what we just did then.
Okay.
But please, go
Anyway,
check her out.
Yeah, we might want to, just in case, check that book for enchantments.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. So you can check for enchantments. In checking for enchantments, you can cast the spell if you've got it, or
No,
if it's
I
just
only
an
got
arcane.
Arcana.
Arcana check. Okay. Is it you or me? I think it's me.
It's
Yeah,
probably a
that's you.
secret check.
Yeah.
Where are we? Taylor. There we go. So there's a lot of secret roles, so I'm not used to, but I like the idea. Okay, you really don't have really good arcana.
No.
So, in going through the book and testing the book, you find two things. One, inside the cover, it says property of Lady G Flowers, Petal District. Two, there is no residence or anything of magic.
Wait. On. Property of.
G flowers.
Damn it.
Would I know of G flowers?
If you're from the Petal District, you might know of the flower, like the Flowers family did. And yes, I chose the name and the district separately. Please don't write in all that. I realized after it, but I like the name.
On. Does that name miss missing persons thing? Because I can't open that
No.
handout.
No, it doesn't match any of the missing persons.
Okay. Yeah.
You should be able to open that handout though. So
I don't know. It's just not opening for me.
So, like we were saying, Casanova, we're gonna need at least a couple names of people that you're friends with, just to close the case file. I mean, we can help each other out. You don't want to stay at the station like being hounded by cops. We don't want you there if you haven't done anything wrong. We just need to close these case files. It's very important. It's the middle of the night.
sheepishly, he pulls out, with his handcuffs, pulls out a little black book.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Surprisingly full.
It's still, I'm telling you, a way to a lady's heart is through some just delicate words and good compliments.
And it's got taverns as well, of where the more attractive people are, and which ones have, like, there's details, more details than what you would ever want. Not
Is
just
your
of
book-
who, but
Yeah.
what and what they did, etc. as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Thanks for this.
I
we
would want
appreciate
that
your
back, though.
cooperation. Yeah, definitely. You're gonna get it back. I assure you.
Is there one close by that we can just like?
No, but like it's late at night. You're feeling tired anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
most of them are for other districts.
I think
they're all for
he's
other
got
districts.
nothing to do with this. I think you should just let him go.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have no proof of crime. So, yeah, I think you're right. I mean,
The only crime that, and I'll say this loudly, the only crime that he have is being a voracious lover. Let him go.
well, it's your lucky day, bud. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll get this right back to you. Now go straight home and don't bother anyone. You can spend one night by yourself, I'm sure.
And he heads off down the street into the darkness.
I will give him a wink as he
Alone.
leaves.
And I think that will wrap it up for
No,
today's
I
session.
knew you were going to say that. Oh, I hate that. I'm always sad when it's over.
I know, we were trying to keep this shorter than the 4-hour sessions, trying to keep it a bit more punchier. I do like the chase scenes. There's
so
that
good.
little bit of energy. That's such a great concept of how to do things. The problem is, like, we've got people that are like, I'm just going to cut them off. It's like, okay, great. Then it does, because your skills are so high, you can just do that. And like, yep.
True.
But That was really good. I like it. It's great it's a great way of burning the hero points because it just forces roll upon roll upon roll.
Yeah,
all
you're
important.
excited about that.
I've got one left. Hey.
Looks like you've got 2 left. I may have missed one, but
That's okay.
okay, well, we'll go through next round next time. But yes, those pickup lines from Ginny die.
So good.
So GINNYDI. Check her out. She's amazing. She does so much great stuff. She's got not just the 50 pickup lines, but she's also got 50 insults. Not insults, but the bardic one in D&D.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockeries, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're really,
Vicious
really
mockery.
good. She's so good. She's so creative. So please check her out. So that's where they're from.
All right.
So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you all our
Thanks.
contributors, all our
Thank you
cast
very
members.
much.
Yeah.
Game Reaper, would you like to say who you are and where people can find you? And what?
I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. We'll be streaming Shadowrun later today. I'll be a part of that. So, yeah, and I have today been playing as Ezarek, the Kobold Investigator.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chibi?
Hi guys, I'm Ginny. I was playing Taylor, the cleric catfolk, and my conspiracy theories furthering the plot in her mind regarding her fellow guard members. Thanks for watching. You can find me online at I'm here on Twitch under Hidakiri Chibi, so I've been in chat, so you can click through from there. Otherwise, my website is bespokecc.com.au for commission work.
Fantastic. Caitlin?
Hey, so I am Kat. There's no extra titles today. I run Say Caitlin. I don't know. Don't worry. It's
Chairman of the board.
I got.
Writer you had today.
I'm the head writer of Say Caitlin, the mind behind the mysterious lady that voices people for visual novels as well as play spooky games. Speaking of spooky games, I will be your game master for aliens. So ready for some chills, thrills. There will be some ambiance. I'm excited for murder. And I'm
Sounds
also
awesome.
It's gonna be great. I'm also your grandmother. I still love you, even though I'm a wily temptress. I'll wipe my lipstick off of you, so you'll be clean when you leave. But thanks for watching, and I'll pass it on.
Okay, fantastic. Polly.
Hey, I'm Polly. I played.
Let's move on.
I played Shireen Alban, who is a criminal, but not really a criminal. She's a very good cop, good surgeon. You can find me, totally. Notwithstanding what you may have what you may have heard from other liars. I am Polly People on Twitch. If you like board games, check me out. Also, since we're talking about what might be coming up on GoblinCaveTV, City of Mist. I will be your MC soon. Probably around the time Aliens runs. And you'll discover the legendary creature who has been inside you that is awakened and wants to know more.
That sounds awesome.
Well, see, the creature inside of you is just another alien with me. It's Alienception.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You are the alien in space, and there will be another alien inside of
The
you.
one
How it
shots
comes
just
out
merge.
is up to you.
It'd be like a mashup kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
Alien.
My remix.
Or the alien could be inside you from the facehugger, and
It could.
Oh.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that was what was being implied. Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing it. But yeah, thank you everyone coming in. Thank you for the redemptions as well. It does help out. Like if you see how fast we can blow through so quickly in a chase scene. But it's all great. It's really fun. I love it. And again,
might as well
big
use
shout-
them.
Yes,
Right.
use them or lose them type of stuff. And a big shout out for Ginny Die from that, because those things are just so bad. Like good, but they were
So
the
bad,
clean
so
ones that
good.
I could find. 50 of them, only found 4 clean ones. And one of them really wasn't going to work with Yeah, not with Deirdre, no. And as a GM, I would probably get slapped anyway, so no. I was very on the edge about one of them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you after off screen, just to see how far that would have been. I didn't want to push too far. So thank you everybody. We'll be doing more content this week. We've got a lot of prep stuff happening, and we've been looking at the release of Cyberpunk as well. They came out over the weekend, so there's a lot of stuff happening here. So stick around, and thank you everybody. We're going to be raiding the Gehenna Gaming. They're doing Monster Hearts. So that's a cool one. That raid will be happening at the end of our credits. So thank you everyone, and bye.
Bye.